all my scamming ass. Hey, spend that money fast.
20s, 50s, 100s, cash.
Oh, we did that all of the words.
Back.
Spend that shit. Spend that shit.
Spend it.
In another world,
Go on.
I am a raging whore.
In another world, I'm not.
Love that. Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Receipts Podcast. What number are we on, gang? 298.
298.
Hello, and welcome to episode 298 of the Receipts Podcast. Hope you guys are feeling good, feeling fresh, feeling funky, and feeling sexy.
I know that's right.
It's your girl, Tolly T.
Just call me Audrey.
And we have a special guest in the building.
Yes, we do.
Right, so we have known this guest for a very long time. We have seen all versions of this girl.
Mm-hmm.
We have seen Girl Boss Rita. Mm-hmm. Owner of multiple salons, owner, wig seller, weave seller, campaign hair,
The ultimate hustler.
We've seen acting Rita, actress Rita. We have seen skit Rita. We have seen podcaster Rita. We have seen host Rita. We have seen bad girl Rita.
Yeah.
Bad girl Rita, who was once a good girl Rita. Because I remember we did an episode years ago and being a good girl. So we've done a reformed. We've got a reformed Rita. Hello, everybody, and welcome Rita B. Hello.
That was a fabulous intro.
Yes.
Did you like it?
That was so good.
Yay.
Oh, good. Yeah, that was so good.
How are you, babes?
I'm alive. You know,
Yeah.
I'm alive, yeah.
What are we getting today?
In terms of aliveness?
No, in terms of you.
We're gonna see the vibe. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, gonna read the room.
I'm just gonna be here. I'm present.
Okay.
I'm happy to be here.
Okay.
I'm
We're happy to have you.
obsessed with this set.
Why, thank you.
And this is so professional.
Yes. Thank you.
And I'm
Thank
just
you.
in awe. So
Okay.
I'm ready
We'll
to
see
have a
what
good time.
happens.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You can
We'll
bring
see
it
where
all
this
matter of
episode takes us,
foolishness.
boy.
Don't
Yeah.
let the professional
Yeah.
Please.
shock you.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just got that bit of money that one time.
Yeah,
And we
exactly.
said,
It's only
hey,
the set that's professional.
should we spend it on a good set and see what happens? Until today, we're trying to recoup that money back. But
Real.
the Lord is good.
Amen.
So I've got two things that I would like to bring forward in terms of subjects today. Because like you said, we sometimes think about things during the week, we make notes and be like, I want to talk about this.
sir.
And sometimes things happen that I could just go into normal conversation with Audrey, but I would withhold. And be like, I'll talk about it with her on the
we be
podcast.
talking.
Yes. So at the weekend, it was a lovely day. I'd wake up on Saturday and I didn't have any plans. I had a 1 o'clock class. And I woke up, I was like, I don't wanna. I just didn't want to go to this class.
Like
I
a
just
gym
I was
class?
and I
Yeah.
just in bed on FaceTime talking for a little while. And it got to 2 o'clock and I was like, get up, go. Get yourself together, go do something. So I'm wanting to go to a restaurant called All Roads
Okay.
in Brixton. It's like comfort food, American type food, mac and cheese and stuff. It's really, really good food anyway. So I take myself, I leave my suburbs and I go to Brixton.
Oh, God.
The hood.
Right, so I used to work in Brixton for a little bit, but I have not been in Brixton in years. And I got to the restaurant and I was like, oh my God, Brixton's so colourful. She was like, why the fuck are you said it like that? She was like, why have you said it like that? Because I couldn't think of any other word
It is,
than
it
to
is a
say
waste of-
what I meant. Because I was like, I see, it's so colourful. And what I meant was, so much is going on here.
It's so chaotic in Brixton,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
No, so,
Oh,
like I was
my
like,
God.
so
Yeah.
from the walk where I parked my car to the restaurant, I saw all wonders of the world.
Yeah.
I saw every version of drugs.
Yeah.
I saw just so
You
much.
see a lot of
Yeah.
black crackheads there as well, innit?
And every time I see black crackheads,
Yeah.
it really, I'm like, oh, I'm
Throws me.
people, man.
Yeah.
Like, what? And also, it was a hot ass day, bare puffer jackets.
Oh, yeah. You were definitely in Brixton.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I had trousers on that were quite like, do you know, like I kind of like my little freedom, like it was a kind of floaty kind of
Yeah.
trouser. And again, you know, I don't love wearing underwear all the time, like, not my fave. So I'm walking around and then there was like people like on the floor or whatever. And I just I was like, he's going to pull my trousers down.
Not impossible.
You know, and I just kept thinking, I remember them trousers like one yank, it was all, everything was out.
The whole nyash.
So the whole walk, I just grabbed it by the waist, I started walking around, grips in the waist of my trousers. I'm like, I don't know why, but I honestly believe this man is, and you know I don't have good luck with people. I attract it, and they just want to fuck with me. So I was just like, let me just hold on to my trousers. Anyway, this is not the point of my story. I get to the restaurant, we just, you're just like, you order everything. Oh yeah, I want to try that. Oh, that sounds nice, that sounds nice, that sounds nice, blah, 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 blah. Order all of this food, everything slaps. I was so full. Like on the drive home, I had to put aircon on and I put the windows down because you know that kind of full that like
you can't even stay awake.
I felt sick. Shit. I went to sleep. Yeah. I got home and I slept. Yeah. Like I literally got home at like 7 o'clock. Slept, clothes on, makeup on, and then I woke up at like 3 a.m. And that's when I must go wash my. I was so disgusted with myself because I wasn't drunk. It wasn't. It was just food drunk. And I was just like the whole time I was telling like gluttony has to be punishable by law.
Yeah, no gluttony.
Like you have to be able to go to jail for being gluttonous. Like I was so this is the greed the Bible speaks of.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I was going to say that I think it was a situation like yours that made God say we need to add this.
No.
Yeah.
Because we need to add when I saw that, I was like, this is a bit. Come on, people like to eat. It's not the worst thing. And also, it's in the list of murdering.
Yeah.
Murdering and eating too much. God, this is a bit of an exaggeration.
Yeah.
But how I felt, I said, this is why he said this. Yeah. And you guys know that I am notorious for being on here and all this being like, I don't like when people like things too much. I can't stand a man that like girl too much.
Yeah.
I can't stand a man that like food too much.
Yeah.
They'll go to anybody's house because she can cook chicken.
Yeah.
Can you cook? Can you
imagine?
Oh my God, what a fiend.
Is your mum got any jollof?
Can you imagine?
I hate people that like weed too much. What do you mean it's 7 a.m. and you're doing drug?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Disgraceful.
You're puffing.
Yeah.
I can't stand people that like vape too much and you're...
Yeah.
I don't like people that like things to like relax, be healthy.
Yeah.
So it got me to thinking, a question for you both. Yeah. What mundane, everyday thing do you think should be punishable by law? That it's not illegal, but maybe it should be, because mine is gluttony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gluttony's a good one.
I think you should have to go to jail. Or at least a court hearing. To explain, just to explain why you ordered that list of things.
I think, that if you're someone that is driving during rush hour and you didn't need to be driving during rush hour, and you're just adding to the traffic for no apparent reason, and you could have walked or taken the tube, you need to be punished.
Yeah.
That's a thing in America already, isn't it?
Is it?
There's like lanes for, there's driving things in America, I can't remember what it is, but there's lanes for just people going out at a certain time, I think, or they encourage you to like share car rides. There is something,
like
carpool sort of thing. There is something about that, I can't remember it. Yeah. No, I think if you're carpooling, you have a lane that gets you somewhere quicker.
If you're doing what is economic, no.
So you're saying if you don't need to be at a certain time and you're driving, you should be able to go to jail?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Because what do you mean you're taking up space
100%.
on the road when that could have been a walk or that could have been a bus ride or a tube ride or... Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing here? Or you don't even need to be out, period. Like, if you decided that you wanted to go for a spot of shopping, why are you doing that between the hours of 3 and 6 p.m?
100%.
You've got the rest of the day to do that, hun.
Yeah.
You can go late night shopping.
100%.
You know, the stores are open now. The malls and stuff are open till a good 10 p.m. You've got all that time. Why are you here during this time?
Yeah.
Especially in the morning and the afternoon rush hour. My God. Yeah, so that would be my thing.
Okay.
I get really mad about it.
I can't tell you how moved I am by that, you know.
Yeah. It's profound,
This
isn't
is exactly how I feel. Like, I would do that as well. Another thing I would do, I just think, and I feel like a lot of people will agree with this, it's when people change their personality because they have a boyfriend.
Punishable
You
by
know?
law.
Life.
Yeah, I would
Life sentence.
I will bring him in
Okay.
immediately and be like, okay, I want you to recite to me who you were before so you can have this in your body again. Like, why are you always talking about your boyfriend? Everything is
Why
boyfriend,
of your
boyfriend.
like, and also why was that your hobbies now what his hobbies are?
Yeah.
Okay, whilst we're in that realm, I believe that anybody who is like any boyfriend who's ever said to their partner, I didn't find you attractive at first.
Oh, that's a crime.
Oh,
I think if I was the president, which is I think my next aim, I think I want to go into politics.
Yeah.
I think that would be punishable by law.
100%.
What do you mean? Yeah, I wasn't really that attractive.
What? Why are you saying that out loud?
No, people be like, oh, but girls say it all the time.
Do we?
I don't know if we do.
I don't know if I've ever said that to someone.
No,
I
I've
didn't
never
find you
said that to
attractive
anyone's
at
face.
first.
I've said it in my mind. 100%.
Yeah. Is that the same as saying someone's a grower and not a shower?
No, that's a dick size thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know damn right that's a dick size
No,
thing.
I
You just
wouldn't
went to
say
talk about dick, didn't you? What is wrong with you?
I just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, like as in, so when it's... But aren't they all growers and not showers?
Technically, but some are showers.
Yeah.
Because especially the ones in the grey sweatpants, they are showing. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes...
Men have lost the recipe. They don't even wear grey sweatpants
Yeah,
anymore.
but
They're
also
just
I
wearing
would make that be
bedazzled,
punished.
the bedazzled clothes.
Yeah, it's true.
But also, if my boyfriend was doing that,
Where are the scamming ass hood? Where are the men wearing non-clothes that are bedazzled? I can't even say bedazzled. Their stone in their clothes is shooking your body.
Yeah, literally, you can hear them coming down the street.
Wow.
You can hear your bangles jangling, man.
I can hear your bangles jangling. Why can't I hear your bangles jangling? I was at Slow Jazz RB and I hugged Taste. I was like, your studs are stabbing into me. Why are you wearing studs?
Yeah, why are you wearing a studded vest?
that would
Taser?
also be punishable.
Yeah,
By
studded
law.
vest has got to go.
Do you know what else would be punishable? The men that start their get ready with me in their boxers.
Hey, I go
No,
on,
why are we
one up.
punishing them?
I just think it's unacceptable for me. It's unacceptable.
I would argue
Wear your
punish
clothes.
men that are doing get ready with me.
Yeah, period, isn't it?
Valid.
Because why are you to do what?
Valid.
Do you know what? I'm so conflicted by stuff like that because I
know.
feel like it goes against my politic, which is basically that like masculinity and stuff like that. Like I think it's an illusion. Like I don't. Do you know what I mean? Like I
Oh,
don't.
it's not because it's not masculine.
Oh, so what is it?
I just don't like. What are you doing that for?
I think it's cringy.
Why are you doing that?
But don't you think it feeds back into them not ultimately just them not being masculine? Like, you know, like when we say things like, they're doing get readies with me instead of building houses and stuff like that. Like, don't you think that that's like a little bit problematic?
No.
It's a little
Because
bit valid.
look, everything is problematic. I'm not going to have fun. I'm so
valid.
sorry.
A little bit
I'm
valid.
just not. I'm not going to be like, oh, it's not. I don't give a fuck. And many people do it, and many people like it, whatever. But like, why should I?
And also, we can be multifaceted. So if they were doing the things that they're supposed to do as well, because they place those expectations on us, right? Like they place those expectations on us to be like feminine and soft and be housekeepers and all of this stuff, but yet they're still happy to like split bills and do all of that. So we can ask them for the same thing. Like we can ask them to, you know, do the things that you're supposed to do, supposedly, whatever that is, and still do a get ready with me. But it feels like they're not multifaceted.
They just want to do get ready.
They just want to do, they
Yeah.
just want to do the fun things. And also, I feel like people don't like it because they're crossing over into our lane. a bit
Exactly,
too
because how many
much.
things?
Yeah.
How many things? How many
but
things?
the things they also clowned us for.
Yeah.
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 I remember one time there was a very specific group of women that tried to get me out of here on Twitter. And they didn't win because
No, never
you
look
can,
at you
you
still-
can,
still
you can
wearing
never
shit.
win. And they tried to get me out of here because I said, I have no logical explanation towards this, but women proposing makes me feel fucking sick.
Well, why would anybody be mad at that?
And then they started telling me, it's because of shut up, that patriarchy. Why as a woman? Why as a woman am I bending my knees? Will you what?
No, I actually think it's. I think it's misogynistic.
There is a woman right now on Instagram Reels who is talking about going through a divorce to the man she proposed to.
Duh.
God forbid.
Well,
God forbid. I'm sorry. If I propose to you, you are never
can never
divorcing
leave
me.
me.
Yeah.
You can
Do you know what?
never leave me.
If I propose to you and you say, yeah, I'm going to break up with you.
yeah.
Yeah, because I know you're not a real
If
man.
you knew you wanted to marry, why didn't you ask
Yeah.
me?
Can you imagine?
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, it's actually
Like you
true.
bitch.
Can
Like,
you
if
imagine?
I propose to a man, you should say no.
Yeah.
Because if you wanted to marry, then you should have asked
Exactly.
me.
So that should just be a fun little test.
Yeah. So as soon as I say, will you go, yeah, I love you. It's
Yeah.
over, you
But
dumb
hang on,
bitch.
when women propose, do they present a ring?
Yes.
Damn, my God.
To a man.
That's down bad.
You know that I'm getting bumps on my skin just
Yeah,
thinking
no.
about it.
Women
Having a
proposing
reaction.
to each other, absolutely fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Valid.
I would rather eat a denim jacket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
And bareback it. Don't give me
Yeah.
no liquid
Yeah.
to
No
wash it
water,
back.
nothing.
Allow
Raw.
me bareback
Yeah.
a denim
Raw.
jacket.
Yeah. 100%.
Raw.
Then say, will you marry me?
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I think it is.
Will you?
Yeah, I don't think.
And
we
also,
should do
it's
that.
all the things you have to say before.
Yeah,
You've
you've got to,
been the love of my life for so many years. I cannot imagine life without you. Oh my God, I want to have... Will you then...
No.
You dare fix your mouth and say yes. I'm getting up and I'm fly kicking you. Are you joking?
But
So why didn't you
then,
ask?
If I do all of that and he says no,
He has to say no.
I would never recover.
It can never.
course
How?
not.
I would never recover.
Of course not.
I can't even step out. Just let me start life
Yeah,
again.
you
I don't
should
want to
move
be
on.
around.
I recently heard about people I know that have broken up, and I honestly, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, they're seeing." I was like, "How is everybody fine?" I would have gone into a deep depression.
100%.
Like I said, there are certain things that God can't allow happen to me now because I'm going to a deep depression, and I'm not going to be okay.
I'm not coming out
Yeah.
again. I'm not coming out. I'm not
Especially
coming
if it
out.
was like a big hoo-ha.
A
on
public one as
socials.
well.
Yeah.
What?
If it was like, yeah, because... Yeah, because... But do you think, in those situations, the energy has to be the same about the breakup if you had like a public, like...
What do you mean?
proposal. So like say you get engaged and it's all on socials. Like you do the whole video, you've got the videographer there, you post it. Like you do the 30-second clip, you do all of that stuff. And you're posting all your build leading up to the wedding day content. And then you break up. Do you think that you have to explain yourself on socials?
I'm just never posting on socials again.
And I think that's the best.
delete the whole app.
I'm going away.
Personally,
I'm just gonna
that's
go
the
away.
best.
I'm just gonna go away.
Yeah, just disappear. Because what
Just
you're not gonna
think-
do
yeah.
is you've told me the proposal.
Yeah.
I
Going
was
away.
there. I'm in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
comments. I'm saying congratulations.
Yeah.
This, that. I'm invested. The dresses. I'm invested. And now you people break up, and then you just come and post to get ready with me like nothing happened.
No, I'm going. Look,
No,
here's
no,
the
no, I
thing.
need
I
to
have to
know.
go away for so long. People are like, "Oh God, is she okay?"
Yeah.
And that they're so worried about me. But when they find out why I went away, they was like, "Oh, it's not that big a deal."
Yeah.
Because they are
They're just so
thinking
happy that you're alive and
I'm
well.
alive.
Yeah,
They're just so thrilled to see that I'm
Yeah.
alive. They
Yeah.
don't actually care that I went away.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And it's look, like they said, those things happen, whatever. But I can't. I think I won't be able to deal with people telling me, "I hope you're okay. Sending you love." Don't send me love.
Don't send me anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's feminist to propose to a man at all. I actually think it's more like the opposite of it.
Yeah.
Because that means that you are
think it's
now
disgustingist.
declaring how amazing this person is and like essentially like not begging but like asking them to be with you. I think I think a part of feminism is that they do it for you, that they get on knee and blah blah blah. That is like my one caveat where I'm just like, no, that is something I don't care whether it sounds like a double standard or whatever. I think it should be that way, and it's not because of tradition. I need to know that you want to spend your life with me.
100%.
Hands in the air. Have I begged for a man back? Who's never lied before?
No, let me tell you something, yeah. There's been times.
I definitely have.
I definitely. No, that's what I'm saying.
No, I haven't begged before, but I've wanted to really badly.
You've begged, Rita.
No, I haven't begged.
You've never
Rita,
begged.
you begged.
Oh, I know what you're doing. And you're remembering something, aren't you?
Do you have to
Rita, you
God,
begged.
you know, as you said it. No, as you said it. No, okay. And as you said it.
Remember, circles are very small.
Oh my God.
You know what's so crazy, yeah? As she said it, it was like
remembered,
you remembered. Because let me tell you, yeah, for this situation, what Tolly did on this day, yeah, it's almost like she carried me. You actually carried me
You were
away.
there when she begged.
There was.
I
can open it. Yeah. No, I can open. Listen, because
we weren't even that close.
No, but hang on.
Hey, I don't have no shame.
But hang
Yeah,
on, there's
no, but-
levels to what kind of begging? Like begging them back?
No, okay. I'm gonna tell a story.
You say it, 'cause
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
won't.
tell a story, and I don't know why the hell Tolly's memory is this sharp, and for you to remember this is absolutely insane.
But you see how I didn't bring anything up? I wasn't like, remember that
You
time?
gave her
I
the-
just-
No, it was the tone. The tone it aligned with my brain.
gonna
Rita,
remember.
you begged. Rita, you begged. You don't know my story? Okay, there was a guy that I was seeing, okay? Really liked the guy, okay? We had a great time. And then he ended things with me unprovoked, unexpected. Imagine.
That's the worst.
Imagine, yeah, like I started seeing him just after therapy. Yeah, if any of you have gone therapy before, let me say something.
I'm inside you.
Healed, bro, baby,
Yeah, yeah,
overthinking.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah.
What? Everything was just
Yeah.
perfect, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like we are together every single week, sleepovers. Like this is like
Straight,
the
yeah.
best situation I've had in so long. I'm locked in, and one day he goes on holiday,
Oh, it's always them.
and
Is
then
it a
he
boys'
comes
trip?
back, and no, it was a family trip. Comes back, talking about we need to talk. Talk about what? What are we talking about? Why do we need to talk? Says he needs to call me. I'm like, why you need to call me? What's going
We
on?
need to talk is never good.
What would you
Never.
never?
I've
And
been away
don't-
from you and I really miss you and I want to marry you.
Exactly,
It's
but
never-
also
it's
don't
never
do that unless we
talk.
can talk right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Like-
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God. the
Anyways, he
anxiety
ends
of
it,
all.
Sha. I said, oh, this is something, you know? And the pain that I felt, guys. Yeah, the pain
No,
that
we've
I
all
felt.
been there.
We've all been there, man.
Heart crumbled, right? And then, so the time Tolly's talking about is the first time I see him since
Since
that
the breakup.
situation.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know when you break up with someone, you forget that they're no longer your safe place anymore. Do you know what I mean? They're no longer that person that you guys can just be banter. But this guy is so chill and so relaxed. He was never gonna disrespect me or make me feel a certain type of way.
Right.
So obviously I see him and I'm like, have a couple cans. Do you know what I mean?
Where were we?
And it was celebrating one of our friends.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm talking to him, I'm yapping to him, and I don't know what it was. But for some reason, I think Tolly just saw me this guy would go left, I go left.
Yeah,
This guy would go right, I go right. This guy would go
sometimes
center, I go center.
You're talking because you're talking, but you can tell when like he's trying to be like, and also you won't see it, but you can see when someone's making eyes to be like, I'll get this, like, and I'm like, I can't let her go down like this,
It was so dark. Yeah, so then
What a
Tolly
time.
at one point, she just got me
like, babe,
and she just grabbed me
let's
away.
go.
And I said,
have a drinks here.
That's good.
Yeah, let's go have drinks here.
I didn't
Who
want to
knows-
have drinks
who
there.
knows
No,
what-
you didn't.
Yeah, who knows what would have happened after?
No, I still saw him that night.
She was still following him everywhere. Like, it didn't, like it worked temporarily.
Yeah. And
God.
we spoke and stuff. We didn't do anything, but it was nice. We cuddled. It was cute.
Oh, cute.
I needed that.
Did you get any closure that night?
Actually, that took me. I was in their recovery, and after that situation, I was down for.
It will
about 8
always
months.
take you back
Right.
again.
It sets you back, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, because it was even worse. The fact that we didn't do anything proved my point of we're so compatible
Yeah.
we have this intimate connection. We don't have to do anything. We're just talking.
Oh, sorry, sis, man. Yeah, been there.
Yeah. So sorry that to
there.
say we've all begged before.
So yeah, I begged. Yeah.
But that's my limit. And the thing is, sometimes when I'm begging, right, I'll be like, I'm not even trying to convince you of me, because at the end of the day, if you don't like me, don't like me.
Reverse
But
psychology.
Yeah.
so it kind of has to put me in the upper hand to be like, I'm not actually begging, I'm just saying, like, blah, 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 blah.
Have you begged enough to go to an Etsy witch?
To a what?
To a what witch?
Etsy.
You went to a witch?
Did you say
Hey,
Etsy witch?
No.
What's an
I thought it was a
Etsy
safe
witch?
place.
It is.
No,
Actually,
it is. I just don't
Let me
know
say
what
something.
it is.
I want to make it clear. I've never been to an Etsy witch in my life.
What's an Etsy witch?
Okay, all right. The girls are going to Etsy. Yeah.
As in the website?
The website. And
Okay.
guys, as I say this, I'm not encouraging you. Okay, I'm not telling you to go on Etsy. I don't know what will happen to your life after that, okay? But the girls, they're going on Etsy and they're hiring witches and they're doing love spells and it's working. Yeah?
No fucking way.
Yeah. There's no man that would make me that I want him that bad, but the girls are doing it and it's working. And what's happening that's really dark, if you go on TikTok, what's happening is that the guy is obsessed with her, wants her, all of that stuff, but then the girl changes her mind, but baby, you've got a spell.
It's too
Got a
late.
spell on him.
He ain't leaving. He nearly offed her.
Damn.
Yeah, it got bad. I know.
Is
dark
this-
quickly, but yeah.
Oh, is this like a universal thing or is it like
It's
a
the
black thing?
No, the Oyinbos are doing it. The
Oh.
blacks are doing
So
it.
that goes to Babalawo.
It's exactly. Is that the Oyinbo Babalawo? Yeah.
Hang on. But why Etsy?
I think it's accessible.
I think it's where they're advertising
But
themselves.
I thought
Yes.
Etsy was just where you go to get a personalised mug.
You
No,
get
that's bare.
personalised
You
anything
can get
now.
anything.
Yeah.
But to be fair, if there was a website that witches will be Etsy.
Really?
Because that's where
Yeah.
you can buy handcrafted web something.
Yeah.
And that's what
Yeah.
the witches are the one handcrafting things.
Yeah.
My
The
goody
witches are the
gosh.
one doing embroidery.
Yeah.
The witches
I
are the
was
ones doing embroidery.
shocked.
I'm just
No.
more gagged at the fact that you can do so much more on Etsy.
Yeah.
Because here's me thinking, personalised mug, personalised
It
candle,
would be
personalised.
Etsy.
Really?
It would be Etsy.
It's
Yeah,
so
it would be Etsy.
Yeah.
interesting.
But would
I don't know about a love spell.
The
you
reason
know.
the thing about the love spell is that like I'm too much of a realist.
Yeah.
Because all I was saying to myself that he doesn't even mean
Yeah,
this.
it's
you know?
not real.
Yeah.
He's
Like
under
all
the
I keep
spell.
saying, like he's under it, like he doesn't. That's all, and it
True.
will ruin it for me. Because
Yeah.
I'll be like, it doesn't
Actually want you.
Yeah,
He's under a
And I'm
spell.
So much of a realist. Even when people do like me, I'll be like, oh no, this doesn't really like me.
Yeah.
As in like, something's gonna,
Yeah.
he's doing me a favor. Like as in, so
yeah.
So if I did a spell, I'd be too in that to know
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
it's
nah.
because this is. I won't be able to enjoy
Same.
it.
You got to do the double spell. Like, make him love me, but make me forget.
Oh, okay, yeah. So make me forget that I did this shit.
Yeah.
Because that's same.
Yeah.
Because I'm exactly the same.
Yeah.
I would just know.
know.
And also, I just feel like there's always like, did you guys used to watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yeah.
When I was allowed.
So basically,
when I snuck it.
yeah, with Sabrina, even though it was like magic and stuff like that, I feel like there was always like a lesson at the end of
Exactly,
her
yeah.
utilizing her like magic powers or whatever, and there was always a consequence.
Yeah.
So I feel like there was an episode where she did a love spell, but then it was like, I can't remember exactly what it was, but essentially she didn't She didn't like it. I think he became too obsessed.
That's always a thing. You become too obsessed.
To the point where it's like, actually, this is not even the person I wanted anymore.
Yeah.
Like, if the person becomes so obsessed, clingy, I'm just like, that's not why I liked you.
Yeah.
I feel like I probably liked you a little bit because you were giving me the runaround. Like, you know.
I like mine obsessed.
Yeah. Now there's no runaround.
You're just there.
There's no chase. There's just nothing.
Available.
It's just that you're just available. You're just there begging outside my window singing Ray J. I'm not on it. No, I
I
want
can't
the pure
believe
and
that's
organic.
never. There's so many cliche romantic things that's never happened to me, and I cannot believe that's my life.
Like outside your
Like
house
no
with a
one's
boombox.
like had a boombox outside my house, like playing music. No one has like thrown stones
it's
at my
UK.
window. Like
If you're
nothing
American-
cliche has happened.
Yeah, that hasn't
no one's
happened to
even
me.
laid out petals. Like
Wrote you a song?
I've
Yeah,
never
I've never had that.
have I had a song written about me.
Yeah.
I think I might.
Have you ever had a beat?
Shut up. Shut your fucking stinking mouth. Shut your fucking stinking
Finish my sentence.
Audrey is so
I'll never get over that.
Audrey is so annoying.
No, do you know what? The thing is, even if I wanted to forget about that situation, I couldn't. Because I genuinely listen to his music every day. Like, genuinely.
So annoying. And I was only in this situation because of Audrey.
I know.
So wait, sorry, you had a beat made for you?
No.
Not that we don't know that she didn't.
Also, how can you make a beat for someone?
You can be inspired by the heartbeat.
Yeah, the heartbeat.
Boom. Boom, boom.
I'm always right. Hear me out.
God.
In the sense of every guy who I didn't like at the start and then was convinced about, I've always like, why have you done that?
Yeah.
And like that person once said, if you don't like someone, don't eventually give them a chance because for them it's like payback time. They are
real.
They are
Yeah.
going to be angry at you for all of the times
Gonna
you
deal
said
with
no.
you.
They're going to deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
they're
going to
gonna
deal with
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
in a way that bruises your ego mostly because you're like, what the fuck? I didn't even like them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what's going on here?
Yeah.
This wasn't even the case here. And I was like, oh, I'm not on it. I'm not. She was like, no, I just got no. Papa makes good music. So I should have said so.
What's that got to do with me?
What has that got to do with anything?
The talent is immense, man.
It's not enough though.
And I'm not even trolling. Like, truly. But it didn't work out. But you didn't exactly go there with an open mind. But just saying.
Have you had someone make music for you?
Yeah, I've had a couple songs, you know.
Have you?
Yeah, I've had a couple songs written about me.
Ah, good songs.
sick.
What was the general theme of them?
They didn't come. They're not
Oh, they were
public.
never released?
Yeah, they've
No,
never
they
been
like
released.
sent them
Oh,
to
not
you.
in
But they
drafts.
sent it like raw files.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? And they sent it to me.
So you dated upcoming rappers?
Okay. Tolly. What you're not gonna do? No.
because-
Shout out upcoming rappers, but I'm
shout
not.
them out.
I'm not.
Always.
And it wasn't even a rapper. Okay, they were
Upcoming
vocalists.
singers. Oh,
a
Yeah. And he wrote me a powerful song. It was beautiful, and it moved me. I never got with him, but it did move
Was
me.
the song to convince you to get with him?
Yeah, it was just like, just saying how much he was in love with me and how much, and I just couldn't. He was okay. I was gonna say a very specific trait that he had, and I'm not gonna do
shit.
that. I'm not
Okay.
gonna- There's something about this space. It makes you want to expose
It
yourself.
makes you wanna talk,
Space,
trust
it's
me.
Yeah, what's all this?
Honestly,
Yeah.
the
Hold on.
trick is, between me and you and everyone listening, we tell you a little bit about ourselves and then you're like, oh my God, they're so open. They've just told me this.
Yeah.
And then you're like, cool, I can share my
Yeah,
business.
because you told me about the guy that made a beat for you.
Yes, and then now you think, oh my God, I'm
talking
talking about this
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
that did this
yeah.
to me.
Yeah,
That is
it all
truly,
goes hand in
wow.
hand.
That is the thing of our magic.
I
We
caught
make
that.
everybody feel
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
like
yeah.
so many very famous people have come here
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, when can the PR's like, they're not going to talk about this, they're not going to talk
Yeah.
about that. We're like, sure, cool.
Unprovoked.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah.
thing, tears. And we're like, haha.
No, we're just like, we never even dreamed
We
about
never
it.
brought it up. They
could have
brought it
never
up. There
imagined
was
it.
so many things we're not allowed to talk
Wow.
about, and then people bring up themselves, and it's because they feel safe with us.
Yeah.
So this guy that wrote you a song.
Yeah, he wrote me a powerful song. It was beautiful. And like in hindsight, I could have got with him.
Yeah.
He wasn't a bad guy, but he was too. It's like he was a walking R&B guy, and I don't know if that makes sense. Everything about him was R&B, and then for me, it was like I need that. Have that dog in you a little bit.
Is that
that
search for the dog been helpful for you? No, genuine question. No, because I
you know what?
there are sometimes normally on a Sunday. Sunday
comes to-
evening,
yeah,
it
Sunday
comes
hits
to
me,
you, you
yeah,
think,
yeah.
so all the people I said no to, were they really no's? Or was I just, it's always a Sunday.
Yeah. No. It happens to be last Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a very specific time on a Sunday that
Yeah.
you feel you're most single.
Yeah. About 7 p.m.
Yeah, I
onwards.
don't know what it is on a Sunday. It's just
After
like,
the Sunday
oh,
roast, and then you're
yeah.
sitting down, you're digesting, and you think, what am I doing with my life?
What am I actually doing?
Yeah. And you're absolutely right. Okay, it hasn't done anything for me. Okay, and you mentioned earlier about my good girl era, and I had a conversation with God recently.
Yeah.
And my conversation was, everything that's happening to me right now,
Yeah.
I love you, Lord, but it's your fault, right? Because when I was in my good girl era, you didn't bring me someone that was good, right? Now that you've allowed me to just be gallivanting the streets, for the last 5 years or so, and I've been experiencing all sorts of nonsense and all sorts of types of guys that have that dog in them, Nigerian warriors, all of that stuff, then you bring me a good guy. And I can't, can I see it? Can I really enjoy it fully? Because I've experienced all of this, you know?
Okay.
All of this. And it's very difficult. And I hate that for me. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, the dog thing, no, it hasn't helped me. It's taken me backwards. But I'm
I
alive.
say that, but I'm also a fan of people should get what they want. Like,
But
I
is
don't think,
is it what you really want?
No, I think, because I think often women are told to be like, oh, just kind of stop being picky, just kind of take what's there. No, I think you deserve what it is that you
be
actually want
picky.
in someone, because it's, if I'm doing my life,
Yeah.
being
think in
single is
the long
actually
run-
not that bad for me to be the wrong person.
No. The wrong
Yeah,
person.
definitely.
And I think sometimes people think wrong person is only when someone's bad. Like, oh, he's only a wrong person if he's beating you or beating.
Yeah.
Sometimes the wrong person is not doing anything, but it's just like,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
just not your person.
dead.
Imagine coming home and you've been laughing the whole day. Then you go to your door and you're like, wow, the
Yeah,
laughter's
and then
gonna
suddenly,
cease. You're not gonna laugh again for
'Cause
the
you
next
chose
few
Mr.
hours. 'cause
Serious.
You chose Mr. Serious.
Yeah.
I hate when people can't have a laugh.
No, me,
have
me
have
too.
a day
I cannot.
off.
Please,
can't
I like to
stand it.
laugh.
Have a day
I like
off.
to
for
enjoy
fuck's sake.
myself.
Yeah.
But you know what you guys, well, actually, Tolly, what you were saying about experiencing romance, I think it's a UK thing. I don't think UK
do
guys
romance like that?
have that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think they innately have that,
Yeah.
The most I've had was someone's like, oh, I've booked a hotel room, come. But he's a married man.
See?
Okay.
I didn't go, just so we're clear.
No, I just don't think that the men here have that in their bones. So I'm watching Love Island, and there's always a conversation about black people on there and our dynamic and all the rest of it, mainly black women. But so basically, there's a black girl on there called Angelique Starr, lovely girl. She's very quiet, and I understand why. I don't know whether it's an edit, whether it's her personality. She's seemingly very quiet, right? There was no one in there that was her type. There was no one in there that was her spec, whatever, you could just tell. Then very quickly, I don't know whether he was always due to come in at this point, but they've brought in a London guy, black guy. You can tell that they're clearly going to get on, And then his way of wooing her, I'm just like, it's just so for example, yesterday, so he came in and he made it very clear that he's going after her. This is who he came, mind you, he's been there for 4 days and he's already moving on already, but he really laid it on thick with her, all the rest of it. She was happy, but just the way, do you know what I mean? It's just different. It's just very aggressive, no, not in that way, but it's just not, it's just not romantic.
Roadman.
It's just I'm talking to you like I'm talking to my boys. Do you know what I mean? And then yesterday he sat her down because now he wants to get to know one of the other girls, her friend. And he's like, so they did a recoupling, but Angelista picked him first. But if the other girl had gone first, she would have picked him, and that's who he wanted to be with. So he sat her down and he's like, I'm not going to lie, it actually would have been better if she picked me. And I'm just like,
What?
who said,
God.
just no tact. You know, just no decorum, just speaking to us like we're one of their boys.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I like that. I'm not one of your boys.
At all.
Please.
Let me feel like a lady.
Yeah, I don't like all of that. And it's the way the tone changes and it becomes even more obvious when you're starting to get bored. Do you know what I mean? So there's less kindness with the way you're talking to me.
Yeah,
Oh,
from
I
you're like
hate
from
that.
hey babe to oh what you saying?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly how
Let's
it's
not do
happening.
what we're saying, please.
Yeah, exactly. So I just don't think that here the men have that in them. I don't know why that is. I think it's because we're very nonchalant. I feel like that is our whole thing.
Yeah.
Even as Black Brits or whatever, we take on things based, you know, we live here, innit? So we take on, we embody things that are like naturally British or whatever, like stiff upper lip and all the rest of it. I feel like we embody those things, we internalize them.
Yeah.
And so it's just not in us to be loud and loudly romantic, bold about our
And it's
feelings.
funny because we say all of this and then like a British girl meets an American guy and he's so cringy.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally about to say that. Literally about to say that.
Exactly. It's because of the standards that we have. And I feel like because of the way the men are, we internalize it and then we convince ourselves that this is what we like, but actually it's all we know.
That's what, exactly. I know, one thing I do know for sure is that I don't like when a man talks to me like I'm his homie.
I don't like that.
Doing up yo. I can say yo as banter.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
Like
then,
yo in a romantic way.
Yeah, but when he's like, yo, what you saying?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't like
What am I saying?
Yeah.
What am I saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
No.
My love.
Yeah.
What happened to those
Honestly.
things?
But the guys are not really giving flowers anymore, which I thought about recently. Because I've been dating now. Like I had to take a break because the men I was dating were very wicked when it got to the end.
Okay.
And I thought this is only happening because I think I have fatigue of dating. Do you know what I mean?
Right, okay, yeah.
So I thought I have to take a break.
Okay.
So I took a break and I've been dating and stuff, but I've noticed that what happened to the flowers? Like when I was a couple of years ago, maybe even like 4 years ago, the guys were asking
like
for my
sending flowers.
address.
Yeah.
And they were sending flowers. I mean, one guy sent me flowers and said, my wife, no, I love you. It only been 3 weeks. Okay, so that was a bit much.
Yeah.
But still, where's
The gesture. Yeah.
Yeah, I only get flowers from brands.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah. I don't get them from my
Or friends. No, I get them from friends.
Yeah, same. I literally get them from my girlfriends.
My friends are very romantic, but
Do people know that you like flowers?
maybe that's what it is. I don't really say it out loud. To be
Because I
fair.
like flowers and I say like I really like flowers.
Yeah, I don't actually. To be fair, I don't think I actually mention it, but I feel like they're supposed to know.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like flowers are one of those things, whether it's like a girl's niche or whatever, it's kind of like a generic thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I just think that generally it's not.
Send flowers.
I mean, yeah.
what are you sending instead? You're not sending flowers. What are you sending me?
Don't send anything.
Nothing.
A
Like, what are we
text.
doing?
A
Text.
good morning
Yeah.
text that we've all made out is so special.
Yeah.
It's actually
Which is
ultimately it's actually
so basic.
not that
Especially
special.
Seeing as you can schedule text now.
Yeah, that's so true.
And I think I dated a guy that was doing that. I'm so suspicious, and I'm never gonna know
Really?
now. But I'm so sure every day, 9:30 a.m. on the dot, I got good morning. That can't be you doing that.
Yeah.
You are not doing that.
That's
Because there's not a
that's
9:37. There's not a 9:31.
exactly.
And because I'm so like, I notice every single thing. I thought this man has scheduled it,
Yeah.
but I liked him, so I didn't mind.
There was a
Yeah.
friend who was convinced the guy she was talking to was using chat. She was like, everything he's replying is a bit
He probably is.
Yeah, and I was like, he
Which is
probably
really
is.
sad.
A lot of people are doing
Imagine
that now.
falling in love with chat.
No,
Yeah,
I don't like
and
that.
and that's what he's doing.
Do you not have any brain power to reply to a message? Because what can you really be saying that's that intense on message?
That's so
Outside of
dark.
how you write, like as in what's that thing that you
My
have to use? That she was like,
God.
she's convinced he's using chat.
Yeah, we're cooked.
like the words were just a bit too like, this is not how a normal person talks. Like it's all a bit like
That
mad.
just triggered
so
a memory.
scary.
Yeah, back in the day, I was talking to this guy and I really liked him, and so it was this guy that I was talking to, and I like had this whole situation where I came to his girl as a woman and all of that. It
So
was-
back in the day, they had ChatGPT.
no, there wasn't.
I'm joking. That's the joke. I'm joking.
Yeah, like literally, it was so back. It was ages ago, yeah. And basically, I had a suspicion that he had a girlfriend, right? And I had a suspicion of who the girl was. Obviously, I'd done my research, tracked her down on Facebook, and I found I had a feeling I knew who she was.
Had the feeling, or you found out for sure?
Yeah. It was both, but
Okay.
I didn't know for a fact it was her, but I had a very overwhelming suspicion this was the girl. So then one time I remember it was like one of these award shows, it was like the VMAs or something was on, yeah. And then he must have changed his BBM status to like, I love my B, yeah. But but the girl had like a B in her name, but the B, the girl had a B in her name, yeah, which is like quite a like the enunciation was like it's not a name that begins with B, but the B is heavy in the name, right? So if you're saying the name, you say the B quite thingy. So long story short, I can imagine people calling her B for short,
Right, okay, okay.
Do you know what I mean? But I was like, no. But you know when something feels so far fetched, yeah, that I was like, ain't no way. But I had a feeling, I was like, who's B? And he was like, are we not all watching the VMAs? Is Beyonce not
I'm
performing?
going to kill you.
He was like,
Because
Why would you put that on your BBS
And
status?
also, when did Beyonce become your B?
exactly.
When was Beyonce your B?
No, but basically this person was like a very big Jay-Z fan as well. Like a massive Jay-Z fan. So he was like, I swear you're watching the VMAs. Am I not watching the VMAs as well?
men can lie.
He was like, I'm talking about Beyonce. And
why
I
would
was
it
just
be
like,
your beat?
and I was just like, but me being the dum-dum that I was back then, just
like, yeah,
being,
B
I was
has.
just like, yeah, B. I was
Yeah.
just like, all right, if that's what he says, that's what he says. Like, deep down, I knew we weren't talking about no fucking B on say.
And he probably put it there to please that other girl in
Of
that way,
course
but
it
then
is.
he can actually use
And
this
now,
as a lie
exactly,
as well.
and now I'm like, oh my God, it was such a mess. I just remember being so, at the time, we didn't even know what the word gaslit was, and I just know that I felt that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I just felt like I was going insane. I was like, you know when you want to believe someone because you like them so badly,
Yeah,
you're just like, okay, I'm just going to have to just take his word for it because what the hell?
It's the moments that because I'm a true believer of women's intuition.
Yeah,
I know
that's
people
a
are like, it's
fucking thing.
bullshit, whatever.
No, it's
No,
real.
I'm
It's
so
real.
sorry, but
Men
we
try to
have
say that so we don't lean into it.
No, I
Yeah.
promise you it's not bullshit.
No, it's
Every
real.
time my intuition is telling me something, I've been like,
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Every single time.
every
Yep.
single
Same.
time.
Yeah.
Like it's never led me astray.
Yeah.
I've been 100% right.
And when you don't listen to it, it goes left.
Yeah. And then people are like, oh, how come it only happens with men? It doesn't. It happens in a lot of aspects of my life.
Yeah.
It, happens,
Yeah,
it actually happens
yeah.
to keep me safe.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
I'll be like,
yeah,
do
yeah,
that,
yeah.
but no, don't make sense. Yeah, like it's not just with men. We just talk about it more with men. But
Yeah.
like it happens with every part of my life. I have an
100%.
intuition to be like, don't do that.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I truly believe in women's intuition.
Yeah,
It's
and sometimes
definitely
I
a thing.
do it on purpose just so I can test it.
What
so
do you do on
my
purpose?
intuition will be feeling something, and then I will go against it,
Just right.
and then the thing happened that's
you're
bad,
like,
but I know I'm gonna survive it, and then in my head I'm like, okay, cool.
Like
Yeah,
it's
my
real.
gut is
Yeah,
on
yeah,
point
like,
as
it's a
always.
real
It's real.
thing. It's
Yeah.
a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of your errors, how did we get here, Rita? I actually, genuinely, I think it's a really good story to tell in terms of like who you are, who you were, like how you went from like having the salon, owning the salon to what you're doing now. Like, what's the story?
Man,
What's the salon called again?
Yeah.
Radiant London.
It was called Radiant London. That's
Oh
what
my
it
God.
was.
I went there so many
Radiant
times.
London.
Yes,
Salon.
it was
Shout
called
out the
Radiant
Bermondsey
London
branch.
Salon.
Bermondsey,
Yeah.
Bermondsey, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Do you know what? Yeah, it's crazy because when I think about Radiant now that I've healed, I can look at it with such lovely eyes.
Was it a
and I'm
traumatic
like, wow.
experience?
I didn't realize how traumatic it was until I got out of it.
Really?
Do you know what I mean? Like when I was in it, I was in it. Do you know what I mean? But I started when I was 21.
Yeah.
So obviously I spent my whole 20s with this salon. I had a co-owner with me and we were like best friends, and then we stopped being best friends. And I mean, after that, honestly, it kind of just went downhill for me.
Did you guys fall out while salon was still open, or was it
Yeah.
after the fact?
No. Whilst the salon was still...
Right, okay. Was
I'm
it
still blocked. to
or
this
was
day.
it salon related fallout?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
sometimes when you work with, I think I could work with my best friend now, but I think obviously when you're young, there was like no lines, you know? And I think if you're working with someone, as you guys know, like you have to make everything really clear, communication really clear, all of that stuff. But anyways, yeah, with the salon, I was working there, it was fine. I was doing it with my friend, it was good. And then there was so much tense energy between us. And
What made
eventually
you
she
from the
left.
top? What made you start the salon?
My mom. Oh, so my dad scammed me. That's how it really
Okay,
began,
let's go.
to be honest. Like
Let's
every
get to
African
the
parent.
core. Let's really get to the core of this.
So basically, I went to New York to be an actor.
Yeah.
Okay, I was meant to be a star. I had no business running a
There's
business.
still time.
Okay. Yeah, amen. So I went to New York and then I came back to London, and I was only meant to be in London for a little bit of time because I was in New York at 17 and I felt very like ungrounded, and I don't know what
That's
17-year-old
so
feels
brave.
like.
What did you
really
say to
young,
your
yeah.
parents? Like, I'm just gonna.
I said I want to be an actor. I've always known I wanted to be an actor, to be fair. Like
Yeah.
from when I was probably like 12, 13, my parents were taking me to acting class. And I remember I was in Croydon College and I was studying acting, and all they were making me do is theory. And I was like, I want to act.
You want to actually
Why
act.
am
Yeah,
I
yeah,
writing
yeah.
about acting when I
Yeah.
should be acting? And I remembered my push, the time where I had to change everything was I had auditioned for something and it was for MTV. I got to the final stage and it was 4 of us. They took the 3 and replaced me with a light-skinned babe. And I thought, I know she wasn't better than me, but something about that just really pissed me off. So I remember we had prayer night or whatever, and I came home and then I started Googling acting classes. And it was on this website called Star Now. I think
Oh
they
my God, it still
existed.
exists.
Yeah.
They still put
So
posting
it
jobs on there,
showed
child.
New York Conservatory for, it was at the time it was called the School for Film and Television, auditions, blah, 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 blah. So obviously I applied and they declined, and I thought, okay, that's ridiculous. So I obviously called them. So I called them and pretended I'd never applied online. And then they said, hey, we're coming to London. We're doing auditions. I auditioned, got
Yeah.
the scholarship, told my parents, hey, I want to be an actor, blah, blah, blah. I have no idea why they supported me, why they locked in, but they did. But let me tell you something. When
That's
I got
nice.
to New York
Yeah.
and they left me, I said, what the actual fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Why am I here? You know when you realise like,
No,
what
that
am
I
doing
had
here?
that the
Leonie
first
Anderson
day
said the
of
same thing.
university, let alone at 17.
Exactly. We were just in
I
Uxbridge.
remember when my mum dropped me to Brunel, my mum and my sisters left. I just sat in the bed, I just started crying. I said, "Sorry,
Yeah,
what
it's
the
like,
fuck?"
you're not coming back.
I started crying in the
Talk
bed.
less
to
of
be
a
like,
whole New
"What am I
York."
doing?"
I started crying. That's how I
Let
made my
alone New
first
York.
friend.
Yeah,
I
let
was
alone
I
New
walked to
York.
the kitchen and I was just crying and I was warming up this porridge and I was crying and crying. This American girl comes up to me and she goes, "Girl, are you okay?" And I was like, "Why am I here?" And that was my first friend that I made in New York. Anyways, I came back to London because I was feeling really like ungrounded and blah, blah, blah. So my dad was just, I kept going for auditions. I think my first audition was Attack the Block and I didn't get it. And it just kept happening where I'd be close to getting something and I just wouldn't book it. And then my dad was like, "Look, you need a plan B, okay?" Like he said this lovely analogy that really got me. He was like, "Oh, God created us with 2 hands. He created us with 2 feet, 2 eyes. Why would he only give you 1 talent?" And I thought, okay, valid.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Okay, why don't you work at the salon?" And I remember my friend at the time, she had asked me about jobs, that if my parents had anything or whatever. And
So your parents owned a salon?
so they owned a salon. Yeah, my mom owned a salon. Sorry, I didn't mention. Yeah. So she started working there and she was just so cool and she just made it look cool. So I was like, okay, I can work with her. This is perfect.
Yeah.
So started working with her and at the time, guys, there was no such thing as online bookings.
Yeah, I know there's none of that.
It was
there was
walk-ins.
none of
You
that.
just started the day and you hoped
Yeah, that people
that you would
come
get
in.
some
Yeah,
customers,
yeah,
okay?
yeah.
There was no such thing as promo online, any of those things. You were giving out leaflets in the street and literally with the salon, that's when we started doing online bookings. We used Groupon.
You were the first
started
people
were the
that
first,
I
yeah,
knew of
yeah.
to be doing all of
Yes,
that.
I was even the
posting-
first people that I worked with in terms of like collabs.
Yeah, and then you interviewed me as well for BuzzFeed.
for BuzzFeed, and I put it up on BuzzFeed. Yeah.
We just started doing campaigns and I just always had a good eye for talent and for beauty because I worked in New York as well as like an intern and just working around models. So I've always had a good eye for like models. So that's what we started doing. I was like, beauty is queen. Do you know what I mean? So our marketing was all around like fashion and this and that. Guys, it was so fun. It was so fun. The campaigns were so fun until it just wasn't. It just wasn't fun anymore. And I just was like, I'm so big on knowing when to pivot and just trying new things. And I just remember it got to like 2019 after I'd opened a second salon.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I don't want to do this anymore. And it was after we had just a madness in my family, like everything just kind of just blew up. And I think when the worst things happen to you, you kind of think, I've got nothing to lose now.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And honestly, in my actual spirit, I'd always wanted to go on Vine. I wanted to do stuff and comedy and all that stuff online. But I kept thinking, people think I'm a girl boss.
Yeah.
And I knew I was faking it. I kept going to these panels and they were like, "Oh, girl boss, she's a girl boss. Oh, Rita, business." And I was thinking to myself, I know my staff
wanna
are
tell
looking
jokes.
at me and thinking, this bitch, you were late to pay our wages and you're on this panel talking
about
about,
girl
boss.
girl boss.
Yeah.
So even as a person, I just felt so fake because I knew, like people who knew me in my real life knew that I liked making jokes. I was silly, all of that stuff. But how am I going to do that in a suit?
But
Do you
also,
know what I mean?
it was that era because
It was the era.
Our first photo shoots, we were there in the suit.
It was-
we had
we literally wore power
I don't
suits.
know why. We just had no.
No, it was
business.
definitely the girl boss era.
Yeah, I was
It was
at
the
a certain
girl boss
age
era.
and owed more suits than
Yeah.
what was normal.
Bro.
I wanted red, wanted pink.
No, but remember,
exactly,
around
the
them
suits.
times, we were just coming off the back of going clubbing in business cash.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel like it was a thing to just dress smarter.
Yeah.
We just took
Why were we in
ourselves
suits?
so serious. And I don't know why we were in suits. We went,
In our
there's a
first
photo shoot of us.
shoot.
I mean, like this
And we're
crossing
all like,
arms.
it was like an audition for The Apprentice.
Yeah, like crossing our arms, posing in the photo
Honestly.
shoot. I do, and that's why we can go back. This can be later. I have a problem with what's happening now. But anyway, carry on. Put a pin in that.
Yeah. But I was just like, I was just doing it. I felt like I was a fake. And then I tried to find different ways of asking for help, like of telling people, guys, I am struggling. I do not want to do this. And every time I would try and reach out to people for help, they would just be like, "You're doing such a great job." Am I?
Yeah.
Like, guys, save me.
Like,
I don't
I'm
want to do
drowning.
this shit
I'm
anymore.
drowning.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But it just happened on one rainy day. I think one of the staff members came to me. She threatened to leave as usual. And I just thought to myself,
What do you mean as usual? Was it like a
like
regular?
every time there was an issue, it was like,
leave.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. And because like she'd been there so long, it just felt like this would be a big deal if she did. And you know what? I remember that day like it was yesterday. I remember it was raining outside. She had just sat in a meeting with me. She had just told me she wanted to leave, and I thought, okay, cool. I walked out. I called my dad. I said, "Dad, I'm gonna be real. I don't want to do this anymore." He goes, "Finally." I said, "Cool." Walked to the chip shop and I walked to another shop and I said to them both, I said, "I'm trying to sell this salon. Let me know which one of you want it. Here's my number." That was it. By the end of the week, it was like, we're selling the salon. They wanted to buy it, blah, blah, blah. My parents were so happy because I think they had seen the stress of what it was causing. But I didn't even realize how stressful it was. I didn't realize how anxious I was until the pandemic happened. And I was waking up and my heart wasn't beating fast.
Right, yeah.
And I was like, oh, wait a second.
That wasn't normal what I was going through.
This isn't normal. Do you know what I mean? So, look, good luck to that man that bought the salon. Yeah,
What is it now?
The timing was impeccable, honestly.
Is it still a salon?
It's a nail shop. Now, but what's it got to do with me? He took that shop just before the pandemic. If I didn't listen to my intuition,
that's so
timing
true.
is everything.
Oh my God,
if
that's
I had
such
to
a
take
good
that
point.
salon into the pandemic, do you think I'd be
You would
sitting here
have lost
smiling?
your mind, yes.
I would have lost my mind.
Yeah,
I would have
yeah.
had nothing to my name. I would have had no money, nothing. Because I actually lost the Croydon salon. Do you know what I mean? Because stuff was so bad. And that's a long story within itself. So I was like, I'm not going through that again. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done with this. And yeah, the guy bought it. I said, good luck to him. I shook his hand. I said, thank you very much. And people kept asking me, but what's he going to do about the pandemic? I said, what's I got to do with me?
That's definitely not your problem, sis.
What have I got to do with me?
Actually,
Yeah,
nothing to do with
We
me.
signed the dotted line, please. Give me my money and let's be
Exactly.
going,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Good
There's
luck
nothing
to
You
you.
didn't know a
me.
pandemic was
I
flipping
didn't know.
coming.
I didn't plan it. I didn't plan the pandemic. I was like, oh God, go.
I didn't plan the pandemic.
I mean,
and
your
then-
intuition's not that good.
But,
Huh?
do you know what I mean? So it was just like perfect. And so obviously the pandemic happened and I was just able to just suddenly be silly online because everyone was doing it and I had an excuse.
Yeah.
And as a trained actor, honestly, the idea of just doing skits online was absolutely insane to me. Because I was like, I'm an actor. Yeah, I need a script. If I'm gonna be funny online, I need people to know she ain't really like this. It's because of the script.
she's acting. Yeah,
she's
yeah.
acting. Like I was so scared to like really put myself out there. But when everyone else was dancing and shaking up and down, I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna do it,
slide
and
on
if it
in the
flops,
back. Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, oh, guys, obviously it was the pandemic.
2020, like whatever.
Like, obviously,
I'm still haunted by,
we were
baby
down
girl,
bad.
give me something new.
Oh,
I've
No,
never hear that song
actually,
again in
that
my
was so
life.
bad.
there was another one as well. What was the makeup one?
Yeah,
the trend.
Don't rush. Don't
Oh,
rush.
yeah.
my God.
And then what about the bus it? Bus it one, when everyone they used to drop down in the
God,
I will
silhouette.
yeah.
never forget when it was finally my son, someone messaged me to be like, "How dinner don't rush challenge." And the thing
Yeah.
is,
Nah.
the list of people was great. It went
It was
out.
fab.
It looks great.
Yeah.
This specific video, I said, "I'm so sorry. My mum is so sick."
Yeah, I said I can't do it.
There was absolutely nothing wrong with my
Yeah,
mum,
yeah.
but the thought, no.
No one asked me though, which is
Oh, that's a shame.
not nice.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the day for someone to ask me, and I was like, finally, yeah.
Yeah,
not
just be
good.
asked, but I don't wanna
I'm not
participate.
doing it, but cute that you
no
asked
one
me.
asked me. Yeah, and then through the pandemic, I'd started doing it. I guess like by accident. It was very much like people were looking in. People thought I was funny. I was like, oh, this is great, and I was just like essentially just being myself.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was just really, really great, and I was able to leave that girl boss behind
Yeah,
me.
behind you.
And what was insane was that if anyone else was in my position and they had a salon for going 10 years, right? You would think, oh my God, I don't want to leave this because people are going to miss it. Let me tell you something. I can count on one hand how many people reached out to me asking about that salon.
And that's why,
One
honestly,
hand.
because I feel like people say the opposite, you know? People be like, oh my God, so many people were messaging me. Like, and usually it's like one person.
Let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah,
No
yeah.
one. That's when that was actually my first real awakening of the fact that no one gives an absolute
Nobody
heck.
cares.
No one
Everyone's
cares.
going through their own things.
Yeah, but even
Yeah.
in that, in my head, I'm thinking, what? I end this salon.
Because
People are
when
going to
you
be
end
like,
it,
Rita,
people
why?
and she's a failure, and like,
Yeah.
oh, it flops, and how
That
come
was a
this
different
happened, or
time,
whatever.
though.
And
Yeah.
everyone's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
okay, next thing then, I guess.
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
you probably got so many audiences now who don't even know you had a salon.
They have no idea. Whenever I say
Yeah.
people think I'm making it up, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that was a real
Yeah, that
life
was a real
that I had.
time. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
very, very, very,
Yeah.
very real. But yeah, the content was happening, and like to be honest, there was this thing in me that was like haunted. Like it was like this thing, like wow, I failed. And I remember we did the podcast.
Yeah.
I still had the salon around that time actually, and I wanted to come back do another podcast. And the podcast was going to be something really serious. I think it was like I've got the
initial podcast was very serious.
Yeah, but when the business ended, I was like, I need to come back with another podcast. But I didn't want to talk about business anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to talk about this. I feel like a fake. So I wanted to do a podcast which was called How Failure Changed Me. And then again, I couldn't bring myself to, because I was like, I don't care. Like I don't
Also,
need
it's
to.
quite depressing talking
It's so
about that all the
depressing.
time.
Failure. Okay, am I
Yeah.
the first? Okay, the
Yeah,
business
yeah,
closed
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
I moved on. Do you know what I mean? But then I just wanted to do a podcast, and it took me years, like maybe like 3-4 years to even do anything. And then suddenly started faking adulthood, and
Yeah.
that just made sense to me. The timing made sense, and I just felt like I needed a proof of concept. I felt like I was online all the time, and I was doing like 1-minute videos and this and yapping here and there. But some people just don't get my humor at all. They don't understand it. They think, is she insane? Like what's going on? And it's like I want to say I'm not insane, but there's more to me in it. So just watch the podcast. So I think that was why I started the podcast, because I was like, I just need proof of concept for the kind of comedy that I'm into.
That you into, yeah.
So then I started the podcast, and you know this as well because you helped me bring the hard drive to London. Do you remember?
Yeah, I forgot that.
We have all this
Sorry,
really
but I
random
need more
moments.
people to come and say the good things I do for people.
what
People
hard
always
drive?
say, oh, when I first met you, you didn't smile.
What hard drive?
Nobody
mean,
talks about that
Yeah, I mean,
traveled
Tolly, you don't
overseas.
smile.
I
You don't smile
Is
much.
it my force to smile?
You know you don't smile. You don't smile much, okay? It's valid.
Do I not smile much?
You don't. Honestly, you don't smile much. But the thing is, I can get it, but you've never scared me per se, because I've come to you. I've messaged. She hasn't scared because I met Tolly
How did we
years
meet?
ago. Like you came to the salon, the opening when we
I
refurbed the
did
salon.
come to the opening. Yes, I did. Yeah,
So
Did I
yeah,
know
yeah.
you then?
I don't know. You must have done. Must have been early days. I feel like we've been to
Had
salons
we
together.
Yeah, we definitely been to the salon because I remember there was a campaign you were doing, and we
Oh
were
my God,
both
yeah,
in
you went.
it.
Yes,
Yes,
And I think
yeah,
I got
yeah.
a red wig.
You did get a red
Yeah.
wig.
Oh
Yes,
my
yes,
God,
yes,
I
yes.
got
I
a
need to
red
find those
wig, yeah.
pictures.
Why are you
Yeah.
smiling?
She came to the opening, yeah.
I don't understand this
Oh,
thing.
do you have a reputation? I'm not
Brent
going
is
to
being
open
a
it.
troll.
No, he's been a troll because I haven't gone to the New Black, which I will do. That's why he's been a troll because I haven't gone there, whatever. But like
Yeah.
all you can say is I don't smile much.
Yeah, she doesn't smile much, and I can understand when people can be scared, but I wasn't. So I asked Tolly for a favor. That's how deep I went. Like I
sure,
messaged
cool.
her. Like literally, I was in Nigeria. I had the hard drive of my first episode, and I don't know why I wasn't getting back on time. I think I was trying to transfer it online. Wasn't working, and then Tolly was coming back to London quicker than I was, and I was like, "Hey Tolly, can I send you my hard drive so you can take it to London for me, and they'll come pick it up?" And she was like, "Yeah, sure." And then she took the hard
see?
drive, and that was my first episode.
And that's what
Ah,
I'm saying.
nice.
See?
And here we
Look
are.
at that.
Yeah.
All because I don't smile much.
Imagine, exactly, you might not get a smile, but
No, I
she'll do a
just don't
favour.
like when nothing's funny.
But the thing is, I don't think it's
No,
a
I hear it.
smiling
Anything
thing. I
funny
just
for
think
real.
it's just like your face.
Thank you.
Do you know what I mean?
No, thanks.
I don't think it's like
Yeah.
not smiling. Do you
Appreciate
know what I mean? You know, like with me, even if I'm not smiling, my face is like just unserious.
No, I've
It's
got
quite
a
smiley.
I've got a resting
Yeah.
bitch face.
Yeah.
It's not even, I just consistently look like I'm smelling shit.
Yeah.
Like when I'm not smiling, I look like there's a bad smell in the room.
Yeah.
So
like
that's
you're
what my
not
face does.
interested.
Yeah. If I'm not
Yeah,
smiling,
yeah,
it looks
yeah,
like I'm just
yeah.
not interested.
Yeah.
But it's genuinely just what my face is.
Yeah, but guys, don't let that scare you. At the end of the day, like I said, I came to you regardless
See?
of the, you know.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But did
Don't
you
ask, you
see
don't
the
get.
whole salon thing as a failure?
I feel like a part of me did, because I thought I was building generational wealth. You understand? You know, and in my head I was like, generational wealth, you know, my daughter's gonna work here. Where's the daughter? She ain't here. She ain't here. But I was very much like, you know, and then also my parents, the fact that my mum started it and she wasn't doing it anymore. By the time I was there, she wasn't even part of it anymore. But it was just this thing of like, my mum started it, and then now I'm taking it over, and then, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, now that I look back, I think it did exactly what it needed to do. I formed so many relationships from that salon that has given me the friends I still have till this day. I learned so much. Will I open up a salon again in my life? Absolutely not. You couldn't even pay me, and someone offered to. Like someone offered me money and was like, "Oh, we can give you this money, and all you have to do is run the salon." I said, "All you have to do." That's what I hated
That's
doing.
what I hated.
I
Yeah.
literally hated running the salon. Like I hated people coming up to me all the time wanting something. I hated having to solve situations. I hated being on reception. I hated having to be nice to customers when they were being absolute.
And now would be
What
the
a
worst time to have
Now
a
would be
salon.
the
Oh, I would have been cancelled.
Yeah.
my God.
So I definitely think it was Radiant, innit?
Yeah.
Was definitely the blueprint.
Yeah.
Like that was the first time I experienced like luxury
Yeah.
in a
It's a
salon.
black hair salon.
I'd
Yeah,
never
yeah,
experienced
yeah,
that
yeah.
before in my life. Like where you go, like you're offered a drink, you have the
Yeah.
whole you have the whole process.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'd never experienced that before, and I was like, no, this is it. Like this is what us black women need. But no, you definitely I wouldn't see that as a failure. Like you did something, you made a mark.
And
you
also
keep it
knowing
moving.
when to pivot is, I think it's so essential.
Yeah,
And I think it's really hard to pivot when something on the outside looks like this is very
Yeah.
successful. Why would you pivot? Like,
Yeah.
this makes sense. And you've built your whole like image around it.
Yeah.
Like it's become everything that you are and things like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's really important, not just to see what that thing looks like without you, but what you look like without it. Like as in like who
Yeah.
are like who am I when I'm
Yeah,
not
who
this
am I?
thing, when I'm not the
100%.
owner of this thing, when
Yeah.
I'm like as in when it's not the 4 point of my life anymore. Like who am I? And going back to the whole idea of the girl boss thing, and I think maybe it's because I'm seeing it twice that I'm like, guys, this didn't work out for us first
Yeah, it's
time
a
round.
resurgence.
Yeah, and there's a whole resurgence of that girl boss thing,
It's
and it's
crazy.
and I think it's the fact that it's it's a set uniform that everyone.
Yeah.
Why is nobody a boss that is just a bit out like
Away
a
with the
bit
fairies,
whimsy,
yeah.
a bit like gets a
Yeah.
blow dry, has red lipstick, it's a bit
Yeah.
like bright and
No,
like
absolutely not.
wears whatever she wants, whatever. But no,
Yeah.
we're reverting straight back to that there's a set way to look like you are.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I hate it most for black women.
Yeah. They look like they're 55.
Yes, and it's
Yeah.
it's I don't have the words yet, but I'm like,
No. I feel it.
yeah, like
Yeah.
why are we
I
going
feel like
this
it's because it's
way
putting us in a
round?
box that we are still not really accepted in. Do you know what I mean? So it almost feels like we're trying to force ourselves into something that is not welcome, like, or innately isn't welcoming of us. And so it looks uncomfortable. Like if something looks uncomfortable, it's probably not going to land with me personally, because I'm just like, oh, why does there have to be a uniform? Like, why does there have to be a conformity to this thing, which everything about that often goes against black women?
Yeah.
Especially if it's not what you were before. I completely
have to, like,
understand the
shape shift.
idea of rebranding and rechanging. I think it's fundamental. In fact, I'm probably due one soon. But I'm still gonna be me.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm
Your
saying?
essence should
It's
still
like
show.
Yeah.
there is still you that's like, oh no, that's still
That's a
that
bit of- yeah,
person.
that's still a bit of
But
her.
yeah, but I think what I'm noticing is like, oh, you're stripping back everything that made you to conform to this, and this is what a businesswoman looks like.
Yeah.
It's so boring.
It's boring. Yeah.
It's so
I don't think I have any girl boss in me, you know.
Like I see some like the hair girlies, the lash girlies, and they'll be doing a shoot for their business. They're wearing a suit. Why?
Every time.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
time.
And because I've
Every
been
time.
someone who's done that, why are
Why?
you with,
Why you
what
with
does a
that?
suit say about your hair and lash business?
Like
Yeah,
every
absolutely
time.
nothing.
I saw it just the other day.
Every single
Suit.
time, right back on suit.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
I don't even own a suit anymore. Like,
I
honestly.
still own a suit.
I used to wear suits all the
but
time.
my suits
Ooh,
now
I've
are
got
like
I've got the Kai blazer.
they're
That's the only thing.
baggy suits. They're
Yeah.
not. Do you know before
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Very
It was
buttons
very,
and-
very
Yeah,
buttoned,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
whatever. But
Yeah.
I still own a suit here or there, but
Yeah.
it's like more
I used to love
stylistic.
suits. My suits weren't serious. They were just very colourful Primark suits.
Do you know what? I will never a suit and just a bra underneath. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, that still
That was
goes,
a bit
that
of me.
still goes crazy.
You're not gonna make me hate that.
Yeah.
That was a bit of
You
me.
can never make me
especially
hate
few
that.
of
If you
those.
wear
Yes.
a
Yeah.
good tailored black one
And a
Yeah.
with
black
a good
lace
lacy
bra.
bra, but it has to be
Yeah.
tailored well.
Yeah.
Like I think that look can still eat. Listen, I love a tailored look in
Yeah.
general, but it's like you're saying, it's when it's affiliated with. I want to portray this image of what success looks like.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
successful and
must-
I'm serious.
Yeah,
Take
so
me
this is-
serious.
yeah,
And
so this
wealthy.
is- yeah, exactly.
Yes,
This
yes.
is what wealth looks like.
And I
Yeah.
hate that is that there's a certain image to being taken seriously. I just should be taken seriously.
Yeah, like because you know what, you
Because
literally
That's true.
you can't have a full face of makeup, like full glam. I'm talking like cut crease
Yeah.
with a red lip and be a girl boss.
Yeah, you
No, 'cause
can't.
that's
It's
Like, you
impossible.
actually can't.
It's
can't.
very,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
certain set. I'm like, why have you all done this? This has
yeah.
never been who you are. Like,
Yeah.
why? Like, go into that room exactly as you fucking are, because what
Yeah.
speaks is your work here, not your image. And I
Exactly.
understand it, but like, surely the fight is to be like, no.
But that's only for women though. Men, because men, it's the opposite. Like the wealthiest, most successful man in the room is usually wearing a black t-shirt and black jeans.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, and that's their
And I'm looking
whole.
at Brent.
That's their whole look.
Yeah,
and I said
like,
this about
if you saw Brent, you wouldn't think he was as rich as he is.
Yeah.
loaded.
He literally wears uniform. And it's like
Loaded.
a t-shirt and jeans, absolutly bait. Like you wouldn't think that
They
he
all
was
do
well-
it.
And,
Oh,
but they
he's not
all
even
do
looking
it.
up. He's
They all do it.
pretending that
You know
it's
what I
not
mean?
even who you're talking
the
about.
Stephen Bartlett's of the world.
I told you that when I
all of them
interviewed
lot.
Stephen. So Stephen came into the they're reading some book that we don't know yet. I promise you. So he came into the room, says hi to everybody in that very Will Smith way, right?
Yeah.
Like you say hi to when you get everyone's
Yeah.
names, whatever.
Yeah.
The black men in that room are foaming at the mouth
bet.
because you know there's nothing black men love than money.
A rich man, yeah.
Nothing black men
They
love
are hoe for
than
money, let me tell you
another
that.
black. Let it be a rich man. No one loves a rich man more than a black man.
Yeah, no, they love it. Yeah. Just
Foaming
to
at
be
the
in
mouth.
proximity.
Yeah, it's Papa safe, innit? It's Papa safe. Yeah. All of them foaming at the mouth. Says hi to everyone, whatever. Then he goes to get changed. And he comes out. I said, you're wearing the exact same thing you were just wearing. He came in all black, went to get changed, he's wearing all black again. And I was like, what did you change?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, no. I was like, no, I'm actually
seriously.
asking this. What? He was just like, no, I just wanted the exact
No,
same
it's
black
uniform.
t-shirt, black jeans, black shoe. Wow. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting.
No, they
and I
don't
see
have
it when
to
even
conform.
women like guest on, and it's so funny because everyone just does it. It's almost like when you
Yeah.
guest on a business podcast, I see women go there
Yeah.
in a suity type, like, you're going to
Yeah.
take me seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Invite me to
true.
one so I can
Casual.
wear something stupid.
yeah, I'm gonna come in my duck costume.
You know what's crazy? I'm
That's
actually
stupid.
thinking if I see a woman who isn't in a suit, I'm asking myself if I'm going to actually take it
Am I
seriously.
taking? And also, I think we've got a really weird set way of seeing, and I think even women who are not that way, who don't follow that aesthetic, it takes a minute to see themselves as who the fuck that they actually are, right? Because I think even if I speak personally for me, it took me a minute to realize that, Tanya, wait a minute, you're a founder. It might not be in the way of what it is, but what you've done is you made girly chat into a business, and that's been a copy that people have been doing for years, and many other podcasts have followed that suit of doing that thing.
Oh my
God, finally.
Real.
Oh my God.
Real. That's real.
When you actually deep it, it's like, wait a minute, I'm actually not a small girl in
You're
this
not a
thing.
small
Oh my God, thank God.
Look, and you're in
Look at me,
denim.
I've been known,
You're not
so I'm
wearing a
just over
suit.
here like-
Look at you. Come on, look at you guys.
Exactly.
Come on.
No, but I sort of have to say, like, I think because we're so set that business has to look a certain way, you
100%.
forget what it is that you're doing. Like, what you're building, it's a business. Like,
It's a
you are
business.
building a business. You are building, like it's a business.
No, 100%. No, that's so real, you know.
Yeah.
And I think
so
everyone
true.
has the way to be like, oh, not only founders only do this. If this was like, I don't know, if the receipt was a clothing brand, that we're like, okay, cool, we're going to step back. That becomes news. When Estee Lauder step back from this thing, when people step back from this thing, it is business
No,
moves.
it's business moves. No, it's so real. It's
Yeah.
so real.
And because you're not in a set aesthetic or choose to be like, okay, I'm going to
Yeah.
use the words. And I don't know any of the fucking words.
Yeah, I just know that I'm doing the things.
I'm here.
The other day, someone said, yeah, let's sunset that.
Huh?
I said, the fuck is let's sunset that?
That's a new one.
But I loved it. Isn't it sound like, yeah, let's sunset that?
Oh, so is that like let's
Like, let's
put a pin in
park it. Yeah, end it.
Oh, you should have never told me that.
I am going to, yeah, let's sunset that. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Let's sunset that.
Don't give me
sunset
terminologies.
Oh, I can't wait to drop that in a random
yeah,
conversation.
so I should be using it.
Wow.
willy-nilly.
And one thing about me, which you guys are happy to use, anything I learn, I don't say someone taught me.
Oh no, why would I do that?
Okay, because you've because you've
It's mine.
ingested it.
Yeah.
it's
I'm
not
not going to
yours.
give people credit all the
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
and
I mean,
also
but give
I'm
people
not going to
credit, but,
say
you
it
know.
exactly how they said it, so it's not even plagiarism.
Oh, no, exactly.
Because I'm going to put it in my own way, my own
I
words.
never use words of people who are like visible. It's always like my friends
Yeah,
who are
yeah,
smart
yeah,
than me in the
yeah, yeah,
background.
yeah, exactly.
When
My
they
smart
tell
friends
me
behind the
things. Yeah,
scenes.
yeah. Then I steal their things. They don't have a podcast.
They don't even be on
Yeah.
socials like that.
They don't give a heck. They don't care.
Nobody gives a shit what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get a
yeah,
mic
yeah.
if you want.
No, it's
validation.
actually
sunset
true.
that.
So,
It's actually
yeah,
true.
sunset
I
that,
definitely
that's it.
we rephrase things, and but that's how we all learn.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of jealous. I didn't think about that. How did she find that? Let's
No, I think it's
sunset
a terminology in
It's just
business.
the thing that they use.
Yeah, I
I've
think
never heard
Yeah,
that
I think
in
it's
my
like a terminology in business. Why are you shaking your head like that?
that. Okay.
Sunset that does not
okay.
sound rubbish.
Just because we said he's rich.
Just because you're rich.
Yeah. You
you
said
need
no.
to
We don't do that with round rich folk.
Yeah, rich folk don't do
Round
that.
rich folk. We don't say. Let's
We
sunset
don't do that. I really wanted to talk about maternal instinct.
Oh my God, have you watched it?
Right, I don't
Maternal
know
Instinct.
if you guys have seen Maternal Instinct on Netflix. Have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen
You've seen it.
Yeah, yeah.
I was watching it. I was thinking I'd tell all you to watch it because like, you'd be
I-
fascinated by it.
Was completely gagged. Like, even the last documentary that I watched on Netflix that gagged me was the one where the mum was like prank calling her daughter or whatever.
Oh, I didn't even watch
obviously
that.
It was,
Did you not watch
that?
Obviously, it was deeper than
Oh
prank calling.
my God.
I just remember that. I need to watch it.
You need
But
to watch that one. That one was
that one I
like-
thought was mad, and I can't remember anything that's come after. I'm sure there is something I can't remember. But this Maternal Instinct is the maddest thing I have ever watched in my life. Like, I've literally been voice noting everyone this morning, going, "Please watch this documentary."
What?
So let's tell you about it. So Maternal Instinct is about this lady. They're in like a small town in America. What's
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
Do you know they're like very country, very
I'm scared.
horsey,
You
whatever,
already know it's gonna be some
whatever.
mess.
Yeah.
And there's a woman in it who her life is upsy daisy. Like as in like she's always got something going on, whatever. Has 2 kids. What has 2 kids young, whatever, like makes friends, loses friends, lies. She's one of them. Do you know people that like, my thing is, as soon as someone's lied about an illness, write them off. Especially if that illness is cancer. Once someone has lied that they've got cancer,
That's it.
again, punishable by law.
Yeah.
I think
That
lying
100%.
that you've got cancer
What
is
a
punishable.
waste
Yeah,
of time.
I think that is
how
punishable by law.
sick
That
it
is
is?
Exactly.
It is so
She's
sick.
proper sick.
It's very
She's
sick.
And because you know the reaction you get out of people, everyone
100%.
listening is like, whoa, my God, yeah, punishable by law, lying that you're sick when you're not.
Yeah.
A little headache or belly ache here or there, fair. But cancer.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
Yeah. Come on.
So anyway, so that's been the whole thing, whatever. So she meets this guy, and she's one of those women that's always like, always wanted a partner. Like, always wanted a partner, just wanted love, wanted to be loved, whatever. So she meets this guy. And honestly, all the love to Wade, because that's his name, right?
Yeah.
All the love and respect to Wade. That man
He's a dum-dum.
You know them ones like, I don't know, I don't, but Jay don't, like I said.
He was just
like,
happy to be here.
Oh, dear.
I don't know how far state education goes in America, but he stopped before
around kindergarten.
Yeah. All the love in the world to this man. So sorry, he's a victim.
Yeah, no, he is.
So she meets him, she decides that she really, really likes him, and she just kind of like starts lying, but to keep him, right? And not the lie to be like, I think I'm, help me. Just not the small lies.
Small lies.
But the like, oh, I've got inheritance, I'm going to buy you a farm, or I'm going to buy you property, or my mum is, I've got this. But she just like,
a true
a true scammer that she is lying. And then her next lie is that, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, skip this bit, I guess.
How am I going to skip it? I'm right here.
Sorry to you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We're ruining it for you guys.
So sorry, you should have done your research. You should have done your research before you came on. So her next lie is that she's pregnant.
Oh, God.
So she tells Wade she's pregnant, and Wade at first is going to be like, oh man, whatever. But he's going to step up as the man that he is, and he's going to look after his baby. And she's pregnant, but from like month 2 of being pregnant, Wade is like, she won't let me touch her. I can't have sex with her because she's like, I'm so conscious about my body, blah, 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 blah. And the bigger she's getting, she starts buying silicone stomachs online. She starts like faking scans. God. And apparently you can really pay for it.
You can buy all those things.
You can buy all of that and it will have your name on it, it will have all of that on it. She started doing, not to give ideas to anybody who is insane, but she starts doing all of that. And people who know her from her past then hear that she's pregnant and they're kind of like, this girl has had a hysterectomy.
Because the thing with Taylor is that she had moved away from her town.
Yes.
So she'd moved
So
to
she
another
didn't get her
small
liars
town.
can go
So she
off.
kind of like rebranded herself.
Like when we
But,
go to uni and they're completely different people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like any true, crime story, Facebook is heavily involved in it.
Yes.
of course.
So she starts self-snitching on herself on Facebook. So the friends, like, they're still following you.
Yeah.
They still see the shit.
So she announced that she's pregnant and her friend was like, that's not possible. We know that you can't have any babies. And this woman is such a notorious liar. The local hospital
Literally.
put a lockdown in the baby unit. They're like, she's going to try and steal a baby. Because they know she's like, do you know what kind of criminal you have to be?
This woman was so unhinged, yeah. So her old friendship circle dropped her out because one of them got pregnant and she became very unhinged. She was really obsessed. It was getting weird. But mind you, she had a hysterectomy, a voluntary one.
Yeah.
It was voluntary, because she already had 2 kids. She decided she didn't want more for whatever reason, had the hysterectomy. So now she's living this new life and she's faking this pregnancy. But Wade's sister's husband, Wade, I think it's his sister or his friend's wife. I think it's his friend's wife. She starts to clock something ain't clean in the water with this girl. Even before the pregnancy thing, it's fresh in my mind because I just watched it, So the lies started before. So she lied about the inheritance, You can say you've got 100 grand inheritance. Okay, she said she's got $8 million. She was going to buy
that
a
man the
farm
world
for $8 million.
Yeah.
She said that she had a 20 million inheritance coming in through her grandma or some shit.
God.
She faked all of these lawyers. She faked all of these insurance people. All of it was
Even
fake.
faked her mum.
She faked her mum. She claims that her mum was like this abusive, like mentally abusive woman and she was running away from her traumatic upbringing. All lies, right? And what she would do is, and I feel like people that are this sick and this way inclined, they do they breadcrumb in a sense that like they do small things that will make it believable. Yeah. So she got the mum a car. So her mother-in-law, she got her like a brand new Honda Civic or some shit. So the mum's rolling around in this car thinking, yeah, well, of course, like who the hell can afford a $100,000 car, like brand new, straight off the shop? So the mum's driving it until she has it for 3 weeks and they come and just collect the car. And say that this car has not been paid for. So then the mum and then the best friend's wife, they start to think like, no, something ain't clean in the water with this girl. Because when she sent the scan being like, oh my God, I am pregnant. Because she started off by saying, I've got a feeling I'm pregnant. Whatever. She gets the scan, sends it to the friend's wife, and the thing said 2016. Mind you, it's 2020.
Yes.
So that's when
She
the
didn't
friend
do the
was
editing
like,
properly.
so
She
that's
didn't
when the
edit it
friend
right.
was
Yes, I
like,
forgot that bit.
So then she confronts her and she's like, oh, but your scan says 2016. And she was like, oh no, I just called the hospital and they said that there's been some mistake.
There's so many errors.
They're making so many clerical errors, but they said they cleared it right up and I'm definitely pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm definitely having a girl.
Great accent.
So
she's
she's like,
brilliant.
okay, cool. So she does that. So that's the first thing. And the friend's like, yeah, no. Then she done something else that was a bit unhinged or whatever. So the woman calls the hospital. Yeah. And then the nurse is like, listen, because of HIPAA, which is their equivalent of GDPR, she's like, I can't tell you any information, but all I can say is listen to your instincts.
Yeah. Which basically is, bitch, this girl is lying.
She's like,
you are
run,
right.
run.
Wow.
So that's how it all starts to unravel. So then the friend's wife is just like, nah, there's some shit that is not adding
ain't
up.
right, yeah.
There's some shit that's not adding up. So she starts like looking into this girl. She tracks down some of the friends. And then she's like, the friend tells her like, no, it's not possible for her to be pregnant because she literally has a hysterectomy. She has no uterus. Like she has no uterus.
And it's like she literally, like, as in the doctor confirmed that, like, yeah, we took it out. Like, she doesn't, she ain't got that.
She ain't got that. She ain't got the tools voluntarily. So she's still carrying on. So the family are suspicious. The friend's wife is suspicious. They all know that this woman's a liar, right?
They're telling
and
Wade,
they're trying
Wade
to tell
is like,
Wade,
nah.
but he's not hearing it.
Also fair, because why would you think someone...
Why would someone do this?
And also
Exactly.
he's seen her belly's protruding, so he's thinking, no, like, she's pregnant, like...
And remember, he has all the backstory about the mum. So her whole thing is like, oh, my mum hates me, blah, blah, blah. Like, my mum's the one that puts out all these lies about me. So when the family are questioning him, he's just like, no, I'm a stick beside you. Do you know what I mean? So he's proper riding for her. The family and the friend's wife, they've kind of just like cut her off because they're just like, she's moving mad. And they're waiting for her to fake a miscarriage because they now know
because obviously she has
to. Because she can't have a baby.
For her to
have a baby.
be
So they're
pregnant.
thinking that'll be the worst of it. She's going to come and say, oh, I've lost the baby.
Yeah.
And she's getting deeper and deeper. And it's just like, this is getting to a
It's-
point
yeah.
where
She
this
was 10
She got
months.
to 10 months at this point.
And they were just
And
like...
Wade here wasn't... No, I don't care.
No,
right?
she's fucking
Even
sleeping.
if I was like, if I believed what my wife said, one day when she was sleeping, I would have just put her
100%. 100%.
I can't believe you're gonna do that. Exactly. What are you gonna do? What are you actually gonna do about it?
care.
100%.
What if you're sleeping?
Or even in the shower. Like, wouldn't you just go...
Exactly.
I don't know, one day I'm going to plan for you.
Wow.
And as you hug me, I'm going to rip your top off.
Exactly.
Because I have to see it.
He was not the sharpest tool in the box.
And also, what pregnant woman doesn't say, put your hand on my belly?
Exactly.
Take a pic. Like,
You have to look at my bed.
He didn't want to
He
know.
didn't want
But
to
she
know.
kept saying, oh, she was self-conscious. This bitch had a gender reveal party.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
She had a
She's
gender
very
reveal.
sick.
No, but
With
that's
a
not,
goat.
that's not even the sickest thing that she did. So basically now that the hospital's been alerted that she's clearly up to her shenanigans again, because she'd done this before where she'd had these, they call them hysterical pregnancies, where people believe that they're pregnant when they're not, right? Mind you, she
Wait,
was...
can it actually be a thing?
Yeah, it's an actual thing.
What's an ectopic pregnancy?
When the baby's growing outside of the fallopian tubes. Yeah, it's really dangerous. And so she was already trying to diagnose herself with cancer. She was known in the small... And to do this in a small town where there's one hospital.
Come
Do you know what I
on,
mean? Where there's like everything is... It's just like... People talk this Chinese whispers, right? This is not even the worst thing. So at this point, now they've been like, you need to be on high alert about this woman because she's unhinged and she probably will try and steal a baby. So they told the hospital, be on high alert.
They were on baby lockdown.
They were on baby lockdown. But do you know what she did? So she actually had the cheek to give them a due date. So she's like, oh, they're going to induce me on this date. So if you knew that you were going to have that, shouldn't you have been doing all of this stuff before trying to get the baby? Right?
insane.
So then... Closer to her due date, it's actually so bad.
It's not funny.
Closer to, because this is actually a real life thing that happened, right? Closer to her due date, she tells Wade they're supposed to go to the hospital together to induce the baby. Normal,
She
right?
said, what did she say again?
She said, that's how bad it is.
Wait.
No, it's so mad. That reaction is justified. It's actually justified. Do you know what she did?
What did she do?
So she told him, that he should go sell some pigs 4 hours out of town, right? And Wade, so she's like, no, you go sell the hogs. No, she's literally like, you go sell the hogs and I'm going to go to the hospital, right? So he's like, no, that's not the plan, ma'am. And she's like, no, go sell the hogs. Like, I found someone that wants to buy these hogs. Go buy them. We need the money. So Wade drives 4 hours out of town to go and sell these pigs.
I will tell her that now, strip naked. I was like, what? You don't strip naked, I'm leaving you right now.
He loads up the truck with the hogs. There's like 4 hogs and drives 4 hours out of town. That's like from here to Manchester.
No, yes. This man just said, I'm back to London.
Gets to the person that he's selling the hogs to, and the person's like, I ain't holding no hogs. And then Wade is like, what do you mean? Is this not your number? And then he's like, no, man, I ain't ordering no hogs around here.
It gets worse. Can you remember
This
the bit?
woman is
No, you missed out a big bit.
So I'm gonna get to that.
Please get to the big
In
bit.
the meantime, she's called the police and said that there's a bomb scare at the hospital. She's insane.
It's a bomb bombs.
She called them
She
and
called
said
the
that
hospital,
there's a bomb scare.
There's a bomb
There's
here.
a bomb in the hospital.
There was no bomb in the
There
hospital.
was no bomb in the hospital.
What
And I don't even
a
know why she
woman.
did that, because she was never going to the hospital
thought
to get the baby.
Just, nah. Do you know when someone is true to their lies?
Nah.
She said, in case of incasity, let me cover, in case Wade gets back quicker because there's less traffic.
Did you say that there's been a bomb?
Let's just say there's been a bomb threat and we actually can't. She covered all of her tracks in this way anyway.
Wow.
And then it starts getting dark. Then
it starts getting
They
dark.
introduce a new character, and it's this woman talking about her daughter.
No.
No, it's actually deep.
So this
What?
new character comes in,
Gets
it's talking
worse.
about her daughter, whatever. And it just so happened that, what was that woman's name?
Reagan.
Raylan had
Reagan.
been...
Reagan.
Oh, Reagan.
Was the wedding photographer at this woman's daughter's wedding.
Yeah.
This woman's daughter was pregnant.
Oh no, Reagan's the woman that was pregnant, my bad. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Reagan is pregnant. So this nut job becomes friends with Reagan. They become friends, they're hanging out. And also she's very like, oh, my friend, took all the pictures at the wedding, was very like close to her. Blah, 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 blah. Would you take it away?
So she befriends Reagan. They're really close. At this point, Wade and his whole family are not fucking with her. Her name's Taylor.
And at this point, she's about 11 months pregnant.
Yeah, she's 11 months pregnant now. No baby. There's no baby to be seen. She befriends Reagan. Reagan is like Reagan and Wade are the only people that are fucking with her.
Yeah.
Right. Reagan is like 36 weeks pregnant. Right. So she goes to. No, guys, trigger warning. So she goes to Reagan's house with a scalpel and literally cuts the baby out of her.
No, you are fucking lying.
And in the midst, she does that whilst Reagan's 3-year-old daughter's there in the house. She killed her and the baby, because
Killed
obviously she's
her,
not an
yeah.
OBGYN and she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. Takes the baby and cuts.
Yep.
Literally, she just leaves, and she just leaves her for dead. Takes the baby. She said she was going to get a baby by any means necessary.
And then she gets on the motorway, calls the police, and is just like, I've just had my baby, and I'm bleeding everywhere, help me, blah, 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 blah. Knowing that she's just stolen a baby from the thingy. The police get there, and they're already quite suspicious of her. And they're like, this woman doesn't look like
you
she's
haven't
had
given
a
birth, huh?
baby. They go to hospital, and they're like, can you get the doctors to check if this woman's had a baby? The doctor's like, there is no sign. I don't know if she thought the doctor was an idiot. They would be like, oh,
she
she
thinks she's
she
bigger
must
than the
have a
program.
baby.
Like,
She's got a
oh, yeah,
vagina.
she says it, then
she says it.
obviously.
They're like, the blood on the baby is not hers. She's not bleeding. And the doctor came out, as a matter of fact, it was like, she has not had a baby.
No, not at all. But when she was in the car, she had the dead baby and the umbilical cord.
Yeah, she'd taken all of that off the
In
lady
the
and
car.
was like holding it onto her.
And that's what she had. And she was trying to say to them, I've just given birth. I gave
help
birth on the
us, help
roadside.
us, yeah.
Can you get me to the hospital? My husband's there. She really thought that they were going to just believe that she'd gone into labour mid-driving and that this was her baby. Wow. And she got caught. She basically got arrested on the spot.
of course.
She is in...
Nah, that is mental.
Insane.
Because even if you were going to go that far, fake the miscarriage.
That's right.
Wow.
Right.
By
The
6 months in to be
miscarriage.
like, yes, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But
But
to
she,
do
no.
that-
This woman went all. I have never met a more committed liar not met, but seen a more committed liar
That is
in
the
my
scariest thing
her
I've
commitment
ever-
I actually
to
can't
being
believe
like.
that.
So as it goes on, whatever. So they're bound up the documentary, and Reagan's sister is now talking about what she's done and blah, blah blah blah. Like she's killed her sister, whatever. And then she's talking about forgiveness. And then she was like, my pastor told me that blah 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 blah, and I
about that
hear
one.
it, but I can't lie to you. People have done less. Like, in fact, I actually need to pray to God for a more forgiving spirit. Because people have done nothing even near the surface. And I'm never talking about bitch again.
Yeah. That.
To not. And you hear it a lot with loads of people, his family members were like murdered or whatever, where they're like, oh no, it's important to forgive.
It must be a coping mechanism. Because I
don't know, man. I know it's the right thing to say and a good thing to say,
Yeah.
but I don't know,
about that,
man.
mate.
Maybe because she's behind bars for the rest of her life. Maybe there's a piece that comes
She's on
with
the
that.
she's on death row.
Yeah, she should. As she
She's
should
the
be.
youngest
As
woman
she
in
should.
Texas death row,
as
and
she
the
should
7th woman to only ever
be.
be on it.
In fact, I don't even think I think death row is an easy way out. I think you need to live the rest of your living days behind bars, like
Really
locked up.
suffer.
She's obviously completely tapped, but
Wow.
yeah, if you know you've got justice, then maybe there's something in that. But nah, I could just never. What do you
Like,
mean?
I'm glad they didn't give her an interview, but the whole time I want to be like, I want to know what her.
Yeah.
Why
Why
have you
she
done
didn't.
that? Yeah, like as in, like, I
Like,
just want to
why?
know her psyche to be like, I didn't feel loved. I just wanted to be like, as in, like, what?
It's just.
Yeah, I don't know
What
what the
was the
psychology behind that
reasoning?
is.
Does she look normal?
Yeah,
She's just a standard woman.
standard
Yeah.
woman.
that's what- yeah.
And then also, like, what happens to her 2 kids? We don't know. Like, as in,
Well,
it's
she was
just-
already a deadbeat mum because they were pretty much living with. She wasn't raising those kids.
Wow.
So she was already a deadbeat. She's moved to another small town, not that far, which is so dumb because you're not even that far.
Yeah.
It's not like you moved to another state, you know. And what they said that she would do is she would basically befriend people, find out what their traumas are, and then use that as an opportunity to bond with them.
Yeah. And then take it on, and then it suddenly becomes her trauma.
And then suddenly she's like a perpetual victim kind of thing. But my whole thing with people like that is that obviously you're not well. But then to plan all that, to have all that foresight, to do things, I'm sorry, you can't get off scot-free. You can't get off on the mental health thing.
Yeah.
You cannot. Because there's things that are like very serious. Like there's people that are like schizophrenic and they've got all sorts of very extreme mental health conditions, which means that they do things that they cannot control themselves.
Yeah.
But for you to like, because when she was scamming, because she's been scamming.
It was meticulous.
It was meticulous.
She had a bare different numbers.
Every detail was, so you can't, it's not all your screws are not loose.
That's very
but also
scary.
to do that, your screws have to be loose.
But exactly, this is why it's so. I ain't got the answer.
Do you get what I mean? You have to not be well to be able to do that.
It's almost like, you know when they say when someone's a genius, but it goes beyond.
Yes,
Yes,
they're
like
using
a
it for
very
bad.
Now you're
twisted way.
insane, but you're still a genius.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it is, because how do you even, like, my question is like, why did you think to do that? How do you do that step by step? Like, you know, like when you want to do something and you have these moments where you're like, maybe I should do that.
It could lead here.
It gets to a point that's too far now.
Too far.
But you know what it is?
It's like she just kept going.
But you know how we use the term narcissist so loosely? This is why we shouldn't, because people like that are narcissists.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the number one thing about being a true narcissist is like the lack of wanting to take accountability, right?
Yeah.
And so I feel like with people like that, it starts off as like small lies, but instead of just taking ownership and just being like, do you know what, I fucked up, I'm sorry, they would rather let this thing snowball and snowball and snowball until it just eventually just becomes this massive destruction.
Yeah.
But all of this because you don't just want to admit you were wrong, or you just don't want to hold responsibility. You want to sit in victimhood so badly so that people can feel sorry for you, so that you can just always be getting the attention or whatever the case may be. She is what, to me, a true narcissist is.
This is like off script and random, right? But hand on heart, do you guys think you could fall for like a romance scam?
No.
I just don't think it's possible.
I think we can.
What do you mean?
I personally don't think I can do it. I feel. You know why I can't? You know why it can't happen to me?
Go on.
First of all, even let's say by chance, he catches me, and somehow right time, right place gets me, and his intentions is to scam me. I am a dreamer. It's going to be revealed to me in my dream.
Oh,
okay. It's happened to me on several occasions. I'ma have a dream. And everything is gonna be revealed.
Right, okay.
You know, it's not gonna happen. Something in my spirit. If it don't happen, I'll dream it.
Okay, the reason why I asked is obviously because this is like way above anything. But like, in all honesty, if a friend of yours told you she was pregnant, there's no part of you that will think she's lying.
yeah.
Yeah, I won't be like, you're a liar, because why would you?
Why would you lie?
Why would you lie?
Initially.
If friends told me she was sick, I wouldn't think, why would you lie? And the thing is, I've got friends that lie. I think everybody's got a friend who's like, this girl is always fucking lying, man. And it's like, even if like fair women were younger, but why are you always lying? And the lies are always to kind of be made for them to be felt sorry for.
Yeah.
So those people could lean into that, I'm sick.
Yeah.
But this is why it's good to gist.
Oh, absolutely.
Because even if you're someone and you believe everything, everyone has a friend in their friendship group who don't believe shit.
Yeah.
Audrey does not believe.
I don't believe
a
nothing.
single thing.
I don't believe nothing anyone says.
And that's what you
when
need.
I tell you, Audrey does not believe.
Yes.
I always say, I'm like, no, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I
didn't even know that.
Someone could have sent a postal into the group chat. Audrey messaged me. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's like, sorry, but I don't. Yeah, but I don't believe
every
it.
friendship group has it.
That's
like,
Audrey.
I've got one. Candy is my one.
Yeah, Audrey
listen,
don't believe
it don't
shit.
matter what you tell this girl. You can tell someone this person said they're sick. Candy will look you straight in the eye and be like, yeah, but I've noticed a pattern.
Yeah. That's
And
me.
I don't think it's true. I don't care. And you know what's sad? She's been right a few times.
Same. I'm very rarely wrong.
Audrey's always right.
Some of my theories have been so wild and they've come to fruition.
I remember one time Audrey gave a date about when the relationship was going to end with
Literally.
someone. Like as in about another person.
An actual date.
She was like, watch will be over by Jan the 6th.
Yeah.
True to form, Jan the 6th came. Audrey.
And I was like...
And the day it ended.
But you know what I did? Because this was several months later. I made this prediction in October or something, On January the 6th, I just messaged Tolly. I said, what day is it today?
Yeah.
Audrey.
It was crazy.
Are you a prophet?
It was
I'm a gist
crazy.
prophet.
She's a gist prophet. She's absolutely a gist prophet.
To have a date is crazy.
A day. Anyways, another reason why I asked, so I'm listening to a podcast at the moment, right? And this guy was like a romance scammer. He'll meet women, he will like woo them about like, he loves traveling, like dates them for a solid couple, like a few months. Like couple like in their man, they're in a relationship, they're having good times. Every meal they go for, he pays. And he's always talks about how much he loves going on holiday. Let's go to like really nice hotels. He shows them pictures of himself in holidays and blah, 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 blah. So they says to them like, oh, we should go on holiday together. He never, and then the women are like, oh no, but I'll like pay for my bit. Because obviously they don't want to seem like thingy. So he's like, okay, cool, like whatever, like send me your bit and then I will book it. Every single time, as soon as they've sent their bit of the holiday, he fucks
Suddenly,
off. Now, I was like, I could fall for that. Let's really deep it because he's never asked you for money.
That is quite a good
that's a very
scam.
sophisticated scamming.
It's a good scam.
Because at this point, it's your boyfriend saying, we're going to go on holiday together. Oh, babe, I'll book it. Just send me your bit.
Wow.
Why would I think
that you're going to take my bit?
When you've always like paid for dinner, you've always done this, you've always been...
You see what you said? That's the key thing though. That's what scammers do. They do
They
hard.
trust you. They make you trust them.
That's how the Tinder swindler who's the queen of it? Anna.
Yep. Dirty John and all of that. Yep.
Yeah, they
All of
do
that.
the most
They do
initially.
enough,
They pay for the dinners, they pay
all
for the
of that.
drinks.
Yep.
So you would never, it's true.
Yep.
You don't never.
And like, he showed them all the pictures of his nice holidays. He was like, oh, I get really good deals. So just send me your half.
Yeah, but I feel like okay, maybe I could fall for that.
That
fall
one,
for
I
that.
thought, because I was listening,
Yeah.
because every time I listen to these things, I'm like, you idiot. That girl's dumb, I'd never be me, boy.
yeah.
And I was like, that one I could fall
Yeah.
for.
I could fall for that.
Yeah, because
Because why would you
wouldn't
do
you?
that?
He's your man. You're 9 months in. You want to go summer holiday?
Oh, yeah.
And do you know what's so crazy?
I would fall for
I
that.
would fall for that.
All the holidays and all the stuff that he's doing, that money that you've sent him, that's what he's
Probably what
using
he's
to
now
doing
go on
with that,
holiday.
to even fund the dinners for a next
Yeah.
girl.
And the
he
thing
gets
is,
another.
it will show them the booking. Is this amount? They send the exact half. He shows them for confirmation.
Wow.
And the thing is, all of this stuff
Everything.
can be forged. So
Exactly.
you don't even really know because obviously he's got to forward it from his email. You're not going to check to make sure that's an
He's
authentic
booking the confirmation. He's asked for her passport details. Like one girl, she said
It's
it
too
happened
much
to her.
to have to
And so she
remember, I
woke
can't.
up and she just had this sinking feeling. She just said she just
she
knew
knew.
something wasn't right.
God, I hate that feeling.
Yeah, like she just knew something wasn't right.
Yeah.
She called him. His phone was off. I would have started crying.
Yeah, as soon as that
At that
if
point-
you have that feeling and the phone's off, you're spot on.
Yeah.
No, that's
But then the
scary.
delusion in me will be like, something happened to him. Maybe there's something wrong.
No.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
your boyfriend.
Yeah, yeah,
I've learned that they're always fine.
No, but sometimes they're not, because I remember one time, like
I've done that before.
I
I've got it wrong.
blasted. Come to find out somebody had died. I think I
Died,
messaged
yeah.
you. I said, "Oh my god, I
No,
feel
that's
like
awkward.
shit."
I'm just like, all you could do is apologize.
That one's tough though.
I felt like shit.
Yeah, no,
Come
that is
to
shit.
find out.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
actually, man.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh,
I'm really how do you just have to be humble.
You
Yeah.
sorry.
You just have to be humble.
Like,
and just be
So
like,
sorry.
hope everyone's
Like,
alright.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah. No, sometimes something's actually happened.
But most times,
But most of the time they're
They're good.
fine.
nothing's
They're fine.
happened.
Yeah, my friend was like, "Oh, I'm talking to this guy, whatever. Haven't heard from him in a couple of days." She was like, "Oh, I'm worried." I was like, "Baby's fine.
Yeah, most
Like
times
he's fine. They're
Yeah.
always fine." And she was just like, "Yeah, you're right. Come to find out,
He's
fine.
Absolutely fine.
Oh,
There was
my God.
nothing wrong with that man."
See.
So,
There's a really nice film on Netflix at the moment called Babes. Have you seen it?
No.
You'd actually really like it.
Really?
Yeah. It's a really good film. And the reason why I thought it up is this girl meets this guy. They really click. They really get on. They have a one night stand. And like she messages him because she thinks, "Oh, we really got on. We should be able to." Blah 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 blah. And he's ignoring her. She finds out she's pregnant. She's like messaging him like, "Bob, I need to find this guy." Whatever. He died.
Oh.
He died like a week after their day. And then there's this whole thing of it's a comedy though.
And does she keep the baby?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's based off the old Take That song, Babe.
What?
The video to that is kind of similar.
Say
You know,
this
they've
more.
got that song, Babe, I'm back again. I'm back again. It's a
I
really
have
good song.
never
And it's
heard
the one
that
where
song.
Mark Owen? No, what's the guy in Take That called?
Jason.
Mark Owen takes the lead on that song. There's a reason why Gary always took the lead, but he took the lead on that song. But the song is called Babe, and the video is very similar.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
So he
And the
discussed.
film is called Babe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably
Yeah, it is.
Is it
Yeah.
British?
No, American.
Yeah. So in the video, Mark it's similar. Mark has a long lost love.
Yeah.
And then he's basically trying to find her. But then when he finds her, she's had a baby. And then he finds out that the kid's his.
So no one's died.
Yeah, no one's.
Oh, so it's not the same story then. We're all looking at
in
you
my
in
mind.
anticipation.
Like, you know
Oh,
what?
and they died.
I thought that the woman died, and then he went to the house and then saw the kid, and she was like, "Oh my god, his eyes were blue like mine." That's one of the lyrics in the song. But then I remembered in the video that no, she's very much alive and well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what music video nearly made me lose it as a kid? Q-Tip, by my baby, I can't believe
Oh my
it.
god, you mean
These niggas are
that's
shove
not
my
Q-Tip.
baby. What's his name?
His name is
The only thing to make me go crazy. Somebody fulfill my baby,
His
by
other
my
song.
baby.
That was a banger, though.
His
It's gonna
name's
be my
TQ.
No,
Close enough. He made that other song.
That song
That
was a
West Side.
banger.
He made that other song. All my people, where you at?
Put your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. From LA to the Bay, what you say? All day, every damn day.
You take a look around. That was a
Take a
banger.
look around. You got the whole world like down, going on and on. You don't stop, can't stop, can't stop. It's about it down.
Gotta put it down
for the West Side.
He was a two-hit wonder. Those were both bangers. Those were
Bye
both
Bye
bangers.
Baby.
Yeah.
You
Sounds
know
like a
West
banger.
Side? West
I feel like
Side
I don't know
was
it.
a
Yeah, that was a banger.
That was such a good song.
That was a good song.
That was such a good
Yeah.
song. But no, nobody died in your thing.
No, sorry,
But
that was
it's a
wrong.
cute film. It's more kind of about friendship. The whole story of that is friendship. This woman having a baby on her own or whatever. And I think it's one of the very first films that I've seen like this, that shows pregnancy and childbirth. Probably the realest it's been. It is. Like there was a bit scene in it where they're doing. I don't. You know what the test is called? It's a really long needle where they're sticking to you. What's that test for? They're testing something for the baby, but the needle's like this
Yeah,
long.
I think that's where they do test to see if the baby's got any genetic conditions.
Yeah, that's what it was for. Yeah. And I was
Yeah.
like, I've never seen that in a film.
Yeah.
Because everyone just acts like
that's
everything's
so
fine.
real.
You just have a baby. There's no talk of like
That's
genetics
so
or whatever, and
real.
everything's
Yeah.
just fine.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very cute film.
Cute.
Should we do dilemmas?
Yeah.
Was there anything you want
I
to talk
forgot
about
we
before we
got
get
there,
into dilemmas?
No, actually.
No, you actually said your
been
whole life
around the
story
house,
here.
Yeah, I've said my whole life story.
You have. Bab. Oh, that was such a good song, Gords. Thanks for that
Yeah, no,
reminder.
that was a banger. Oh, she had another dress, thank God.
Who has another
Fanny.
dress? Audrey, why are you taking the things that we're talking about?
Sorry.
Audrey showed me someone's wedding dress. I got my. She's like, she does not look nice, boy.
No, that was not a good look, but this one's much better.
Yeah, to be honest, that wasn't a nice dress.
No, it wasn't.
Right, okay. So we are gonna do some dilemmas. Rita, you get to join in?
Yes, I'm ready, man. Let's go.
Perfect. What you like advice giving?
I'm the best. Yeah, I'm the best. So someone's life is going to change today because of the advice I'm going to give them.
See, you sent it in the right day.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, ladies. Before I get into my dilemma, I want to give you flowers. Thank you for creating such a safe space. Though I'm sad my faith podcast is coming to an end, I wish you both nothing but success because it's only up from here.
Aw, amen.
Earlier this year, I started dating a 27-year-old and I'm about to turn 30. The age gap isn't huge, but I was hesitant at first. He pursued me in a way I'd never experienced before. Sweet, thoughtful, reliable, and genuinely intentional. We spent almost every day together. A month after making things official, the honeymoon phase shifted. We'd had been very open about our past relationships and sex as he'd been
Abstinent.
whatever, for almost a year. So we agreed to wait until we were both ready. Valentine's Day came round and we finally took that step. The chemistry was incredible. And from then on, we were real active.
Yes.
A few weeks later, I started experiencing severe cramps.
Oh.
I assumed it was related to the IUD I'd inserted a month ago. Then came a foul smell. So I thought it was BV and got tested. To my shock,
Oh, God.
it was chlamydia. I was devastated. I've always been vigilant about sexual health. We'd previously discussed testing and he'd mentioned getting checked for sperm count and other things. I foolishly assumed that included STI testing. It didn't. He was extremely apologetic and admitted that he hadn't had an STD test in a very long time. Initially, some of his timelines didn't seem to add up, but he swore he hadn't been with anyone else while we were together. Regardless, I ended the relationship because I felt betrayed and hurt. We didn't speak for almost 2 months, and now he's back and making a real effort to win me over. Part of me wants to give him another chance because aside from this situation, he was genuinely a great partner. But my head is saying no, while my heart is saying yes. Ladies, what should I do? So, the best advice giver there is.
First of all, shout out to her, Big Mama, getting the young kids, support that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a no from me. I don't think she should get back with him.
Say more.
I just feel like he knew he had chlamydia and he thought that, let's give it some time for it to, maybe it'll disappear by itself or something along those lines. That's why he was delaying them to, getting down. Because what man really, unless he's very deeply in the church, like an usher or, actively in the church, what man really is suggesting, let's wait until Valentine's Day? Like, come on, after how many months? And you've got a man and he doesn't want to get down with you.
So you think he knew?
I think he knew that he had chlamydia,
Ooh,
and then he was like, do you know what? It's probably going to go soon, so let me wait until it goes.
Or maybe it hadn't fully cleared.
And then they weren't fully cleared.
Okay.
And then he offed pants on V-Day and gave her chlamydia.
Okay, so before I answered, I wanted to research how chlamydia shows up in men. Because I know some STIs don't show up in men.
Yeah.
at
In
all.
their...
Yeah, but like, as in terms of symptoms, they don't get any. So it does say around 50% of men who have chlamydia never show any symptoms.
Oh my God, that's so scary.
That's really...
So
Everything's
for
on
them,
us, man.
it is a silent infection. So he might have had this for time and just had no idea because 50% of them don't actually show up. But when it does show up, just for your education, it's discharge, white cloudy water from the tip of the penis. The pee is painful. They're irritated and they've got testicular discomfort. But that's not the point of this. But I wanted to make that, I wanted to see if maybe he might not have known before. Because if he didn't know,
My thing is...
Then what?
Okay, if he didn't know, that means, okay, maybe you were quite active before, right? Like, he's obviously had sexual relationships before, whatever.
yeah.
I'm just wondering what the reason was that he decided to take so long with
Why I
this
said
babe.
let's wait.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
I
a
don't
young
believe in
guy.
a thing to be like, oh, I like you, that's why we should wait.
Right, what guy says that? They
Yeah, but
only
it doesn't
say
even
that in
make sense.
films.
Doesn't make sense.
Like I said, there's only two reasons for this to happen. Yeah, it's either he's heavily in church, and the evidence of that is that he's not watching online. You understand? He's physically going into church. He's just been baptized.
He's serious about it.
He's serious.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna have sex with you straight away. Do you know what I mean? Even him, he'll still be tempted, but you guys are gonna have a talk the next day.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna say, I feel guilty, right? That's one type of guy.
Yeah.
The second
And he's
guy
not that
is
person.
given you're either doing it with someone else and you ain't trying to do it. It's given you have ED maybe.
Yeah.
Don't rise.
Or like you're not sure if you're taking me serious yet. So you're like, if we have sex, she's gonna be thinking. So you're trying to figure out if you're gonna take me seriously yet or not, and then we're gonna have sex.
Yeah.
Isn't that a
Well,
woman
from
thing?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What? I've never heard a guy say that in my life.
I don't know. I'm trying to give her.
But we're trying to throw him this
Okay,
man a
would
bone.
I go back? The question is, would you go
Oh,
back?
would I go back?
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't
No.
go back.
I haven't. No. I mean,
Go.
no, actually, like, that is a lie. I've actually been in this situation before.
And you went back.
You went back.
But he didn't give it to me. But he tried to gaslight me. This is Mr. B, by the way.
Oh, this fucking liar.
Yeah. He tried to gaslight me into making me think that I gave it to him.
Bastard.
And I thought I had it. I honestly thought I did. And I got checked and I didn't have it.
And so you.
Oh, so he had
Yes.
it and then said you
And then
gave
he
it
had
to
the
him.
audacity to come to
Say
me and
you
ask me
gave
if
it to
I
him.
gave it. And I just assumed I had it. But then I checked and I didn't.
And
This
then-
is why I always say
But I still took
before,
it back.
of course you did. With a new sexual partner, I think everyone thinks I'm like, haha, if you're gonna bareback it, you have to both show each other test,
Yeah.
man. I'm so sorry, but it's like, I don't care if it ruins of a man. We've already
Yeah.
waited to Valentine's Day.
Yeah, exactly. If we're already waiting,
You know what's
then you might
dark
as well.
though?
Yeah.
I've heard guys say that they get it photoshopped.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't surprise me.
again, punishable by law.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You
100%
you
full
have
circle.
to go to jail for that.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, that's a
crazy.
crime. Yeah, that's a crime.
Yeah.
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 In fact,
And
while we're
the
still
guy
on
that
it,
told me, he
deadbeat
just said
dads
it.
as well.
Surely that has to be a crime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is,
I think it
that's
has to
like
be
attempted
yeah.
murder.
But like when the guy said it to me, he said it to me like banter, like you know, no,
he
yeah,
knows
you could just
someone that done
Photoshop
that
it.
shit.
What do you mean you could just Photoshop it? Would you?
Yeah.
Why?
Why
first of
would
all,
you do that?
Why would you want to Photoshop
Why
it?
would
This is
you
the thing.
do
I feel
that?
like some men are so much in denial about, like, they really, like, the education is so low that they really believe it's just our responsibility.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, so long as if she hasn't said that she's got anything, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. We are
But
two
you done
individuals.
that, and also it says 50% of you don't even get the
Exactly.
symptoms, so you don't
I
even
even
know
think
if
they
you
know-
have
I don't even
it.
think they know that
I didn't
information.
know that, to be honest. I didn't know it was 50%. That they get no
I
symptoms.
don't know. I think I'd listen to my head. You know, I don't know if I'm taking it back.
Yeah, I don't think
won't.
she should take him
I don't
back.
think she should.
Just because
It's hard though.
I get it's one of those things.
I get it
like,
because it might be like, okay, cool, yeah,
could
you
have
were
just been
sexual in the
yeah, it
part,
could
you
have
didn't
just
know
been
you
an
had
innocent
it.
thing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that you're a bad person because you've had an STI already.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it happens.
exactly.
It can happen so innocently if you're having casual sex or whatever.
Yeah.
I just think that for him to say that, I hadn't. It's been a long time. That just tells me that you're quite an irresponsible person, and I just don't want to be with someone that's irresponsible. If you're
Yeah.
irresponsible about your fucking health, what else are you going to be irresponsible about?
Real.
Even though most men are, a lot of them are, they don't really take it that seriously.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
She's going to take him back.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that. But she
It's
says
tough.
he's trying. It's up to her. It depends on what her moral compass
I think
is for this sort of thing.
what the decider would be either, for me, would be if I genuinely believe he didn't know.
Yeah. To be honest.
And only you can kind of gauge that. There's
Yeah,
no way
yeah.
for us to know. If I genuinely believe, oh my God, he had no idea. And as soon as I told him, he went to go get tested when he started looking after his blah, 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 blah. But if I believe that he might have known.
And she has more context as well, like as
Exactly.
to like why
Exactly.
he took long. Like, was
why
he
they weren't having sex, why they decided to wait, all of
there's
that.
all of
yeah.
that.
He
there.
definitely knew. I'm so sorry.
Do you think?
Like the more we're talking about, he definitely
Yeah,
knew. And I think that the medication hasn't kicked in.
That's what I think.
But he thought it had.
Yeah. Because you don't take one course of antibiotics and it might still be it might still
that's
be in your
what
system
I
for a little
think.
bit. Do you know what I mean?
Because why would he take long to wanna?
Yeah, the timing thing is weird to me.
Yeah.
That's
the
what's
only
making
thing.
that's what's setting.
I knew I
alarm
was
bells
in a fuck situation when I was like, with like an ex. He used to cheat so much. I just used to go get tested.
Yeah.
Even though I knew that I wasn't doing anything, I just used to be taking myself.
said, just in
clinic.
case,
Yeah,
child.
let me just go test
me go
myself
and
and
get
make sure
tested.
I am okay.
Yeah. The thing is, they
'Cause
say
this
that
little prick,
even
yeah.
as married women, you'll still
Yeah.
get
Say, go
tested.
get
Like you're
tested.
not above the
story
you're not
that he
above the
made her really
program.
sick and she can't have kids anymore. Like she
Yeah.
didn't know for
gave
years.
her,
Oh
like,
yeah, I read that.
Yes,
I read
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she get cervical.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah, she got
cervical.
cervical cancer.
Saying that, go get your screening.
Yeah,
My
no,
screening,
go
go
get your
get your Man
screening.
says it's
Yeah.
Friday actually.
Yeah.
Do you know they can do it at home screening now?
Yeah,
Is
there's
it?
a lot of like
Yeah.
at-home things.
So I
you have
got
to put it
text
in
the other day
yourself.
to being like your screening is due, but you can actually get an at-home test sent to you. And they said it's the exact same thing that the
Yeah, I
nurse
think
does.
things like that are fine.
But what do they mean? So that clamping thing, I do that myself
No,
as
you
well.
don't, it'll just be a swab. It'll just be like a long Q-tip.
So why the hell
So
do
why
they use
can't
the
they
clamping
do use
thing?
a yeah?
I don't know.
Because the way they jack us up like with a car tire.
Yeah.
exactly.
Honestly.
Making
I
noise.
hate that
Don't
feeling.
smoke my vag.
And you
Like,
can feel
like,
it, you can feel it
you can
opening up
hear
your
it.
vag and
Yeah.
it's proper like
Yeah, it's so uncomfortable. And
that
they say it will
feeling
be a
is
bit
crazy.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They'll be like, be a bit comfortable. I'll lube it up for you, bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it goes in and it's so cold.
Yeah.
Yes. And you can just feel them like opening it up like this. Yeah, and then they scrape it
Yeah,
inside
they
of
scrape
it.
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask them to send me at home one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how I can do it myself. I'm
Everyone
interested.
get their test for real though, because HPV doesn't.
Yeah, but
Exactly. That
go-
has no symptoms.
Go
so-
and do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, next dilemma.
Next dilemma. Okay. Dear Tolly and Audrey,
Hello.
as per tradition, let me start off by giving you your flowers. It's been incredible watching you both go from strength to strength through the good times and the bad. You've been the big sisters multiple generations of black girls needed. You make us feel seen and heard. You inspire us. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
On to my lengthy dilemma. I'm so sorry. I'm an African girl who moved to the UK 11 years ago to pursue a master's degree and a career. Growing up, I never fit in my home country. I had friends, but they were all foreigners at my school who left the first chance they got. I was always the late bloomer friend, being the third, fifth, or seventh wheel. I knew I had to leave my home country to find where I belonged. This was hammered home during my bachelor degree. I spent 4 years slogging through a degree at a university I hated. No friends, no romance. Remember, this was pre-dating apps. It was very isolating and terrible for my mental health. I saved every penny to get myself out of that country ASAP. Moving to the UK was tough, but I thought I was making it. I got the master's degree I wanted, found my way into the film and TV industry, and started a hard-working career. I even got to experience love. Though it ended in a disaster, a 3-year committed relationship went down the drain when he cheated on me with a co-worker he told me not to worry about at the job I encouraged him to apply for. The audacity. But that's a story for another time. Though I've been unlucky or perhaps undesirable in love since then, 6 years and not a single date, despite my friend's best efforts at revamping my dating profiles and helping with cute pictures of me, etc. I slowly started to accept that I might be a lover girl, but love might not be for me. Instead, I poured my love into my job and my friends. I am proud to say that after 11 years, I truly have an amazing group of women around me. I had a full and busy life working and fulfilling my passion for traveling. I was content and didn't need a man to make me feel whole. There's so much more to life to enjoy and explore. Cut to 2026, I was passed over for a pay rise and promotion at work for the second year in a row, despite a good appraisal. My physical health took a turn, and I've been constantly on medical leave recovering as I write this. 5 days after my operation, I found out from my workplace that I'm being considered as part of a collective redundancy process. I work hard, I'm good at my job, but I'm overworked, underpaid, single in my mid-30s, and living with a flatmate. My meagre savings have had to cover some pretty big medical bills. Now this news of a redundancy has broken me. I don't have the strength or financial means to weather this storm. Given how tough the job market is right now, I worry my only option will be as soon as I'm medically fit to go back home to Africa, and I'm devastated. It feels like all my hard work has amounted to nothing. I try to be smart and responsible with my finances, but living as a single income household, even if you have flatmates, is difficult and expensive. Looking at how much my bills have increased in my finance tracker while my salary hasn't kept up has been depressing. But going home means telling my parents I have failed. The shame I worry this will bring upon us is eating at me. I'm already unmarried, childless firstborn. Now I'm adding unemployment to the list. I also worry that if I go back, I will get stuck in Africa, lonelier than ever. Living with my aging parents as a failure. I know the UK is very flawed, but Africa doesn't feel like home to me either. Am I a failure? How do I get past this? Yours. A burned out, ill, firstborn daughter who can't catch a break. Mm-hmm. Oh, that is so sad.
I mean, we spoke about the idea of being a failure, and I think it's all, like, everything that's happening to you, you're not. Like, I can't exaggerate it enough. Like, as in, like, revert back to the first part of that email. There is no way the person who's accomplished all of this is a failure.
100%.
Like, and also it's not your fault. Like, redundancies happen. You're working in an industry that is in hell at the moment. Like, it is so bad at the moment, and it's incredibly hard to not take it personally.
Yeah.
Like, when things like that happen, you don't think, oh, well, the landscape. You're thinking, no, it's me.
Like,
Like,
it's
it's me.
people are
Yeah,
working.
why am I
Yeah.
not working?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even when you think about your private life, you're thinking about, like, you open Instagram and someone else is engaged. Someone's like, it's not the economy. Everybody else seems to be having a man and finding a man and having them children and having a household that they don't just. So I understand this idea of feeling like a failure, but also it's a very much like stick to the truth.
100%.
Like, you're not. Like, everything that's happened is circumstances. It's not evidence of like forever. It's not evidence of anything being permanent. It is a circumstance thing. And many people before you, many people after you have had to go back home. And I know home is different for you because it's in Africa and it's a completely different country. But that idea of the like, boy, I need to rejig and start again. And I think every single one of us that sat here right now can be like, there's been times that's like, well, I guess I have to start again.
100%.
Like you've just said, the whole episode of having to start again. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, the first thing is you're absolutely not a failure. And I know the feeling of feeling it. But I mean, I remember when it was coming up to my 30th birthday and I had zero in my account after starting at 21 with a brand new car that my dad had bought me and living it up and driving past my friends. Do you know what I mean? But at 30, the age was meant to have everything. I had absolutely nothing. So in that moment, of course, you feel like you're a failure. And sometimes a setback feels like the worst thing that can ever happen to you. But also in some ways, and this is very like, it's the thing that people always say, like, oh, a setback is going to set you up for a comeback. But I actually genuinely believe that. Sometimes life sets you up in a way where it's like you have no choice but to go backwards. But I feel like in that time when it's like quiet and it's silent and you're in that season, that's when like new things come to mind, and new ideas come to mind. I tell my friends all the time, whenever they're in the worst place of their life, I'll be like, I know you're having a terrible time right now, but put a notebook next to you, because during the worst time of your life is when you're going to get the best ideas. You're going to get some sort of solution or something. Because this babe does not sound like she is a failure.
You're not a failure.
I feel like it's just, like you said, it's circumstantial. And sometimes things happen in life that we just can't control.
You can't control, exactly.
We can't control it.
That's exactly my thing. Everything that's happened to her has not been a result of her not giving
her
enough.
failings.
Exactly.
It wasn't like,
not been a result of
one
her
day.
not giving enough or her being lazy. Like, you've literally got sick. I feel like if there's anywhere that we can extend grace to ourselves, you've been sick. Like, you've literally 100%. Been bedbound.
Yeah.
Like, you must take that into consideration. Like, you cannot skirt over that and act as though that's not a thing.
And
and I just think also, you came from Africa and you built a life for yourself.
Exactly.
For yourself. Like,
100%.
you literally, you went, like, she came to uni here, innit?
Yeah.
But, like, you did what you needed to do to get your ass here.
Yeah.
You can do it again.
100%.
Like, you've done
You
it
can do
once,
it again.
you'll do it again.
Bruh, if you've made shit pop once, you can make shit pop again.
exactly.
Hey, one thing
I
about
promise
Papa,
you, one thing about
Yeah,
a
one thing about
popper,
Papa,
I'm gonna pop
You're
my
gonna pop.
popper.
Poppity pop.
And make
I
me
know,
down
that's
for a
right.
bit, but if I've made something pop once, I can make
baby.
it pop again.
It's
I've
not
been
about
popping
getting
since I was
down.
born.
It's
Yeah.
about staying down.
100%.
That's what I was trying to say last time. That's what I was trying to say last time.
Okay.
It's not about how you fall. It's about how you get back up.
You can, a popper is gonna pop.
You're gonna pop, like
there's no
Pringles.
way I've made something pop and move and shake before,
100%.
and now I don't have it in me. As
not
long as
possible.
there's life in my lungs, I can
You're
still
gonna go
pop
again.
out.
You just always need time, and that's the bit that people get scared
Exactly.
of.
It's
It's
that
time
waiting
when
period.
things
and I
aren't
hear
happening.
it. The period of
It's tough.
lamentation is the worst time.
It's tough.
But overthinking
Christ.
shit, it's not
And
the
also,
one.
from what I heard, it hasn't been confirmed that she's been made redundant.
No, it hasn't.
It's a might,
Yeah,
right?
you might be in the running for it.
It's a might.
But
And
with that
I
comes a
get
check.
it's very, very easy to like go to the but exactly.
Yeah. It's a
With that comes a check. It's actually very important
You're not just going
to
to be
remember
let
that.
loose.
Then I can't
cut
just
loose.
let you
You
go
know
and
what?
just say blah, 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 blah. With that comes a check. And
Real.
also in this very email, you said you have built an amazing group of friends who I assume are also in your age group or whatever. I don't understand why we think we can only talk to friends at certain bad times.
Yeah.
But help
about
me.
them all the
please.
time.
Like, please, who's hiring someone here?
Please.
Does anybody know who can help me with this? Help me. Has anyone got a spare bedroom? I'm not even trying to be funny, but
No,
like,
it's real. That's real.
Yeah, it's
I
real.
don't work on all of this with my friendships or whatever. And then when things are in the pits, I'm now shy to ask
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Yeah, I agree. And you'd be so surprised, you know, that
Bruh.
your friends will actually show up.
They'll
for you.
show
They've
up.
been gagging for you
They
to
will
ask
show
for help,
up.
and they will show up.
Or even just let
Yeah.
people know where you are. Suddenly there's a
Yeah.
food shop outside your door.
Yeah.
Like, as in that someone's just done you a food shop. And it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
a thing of, oh, here's money, because you might be shy to ask them for money.
Yeah.
But they will make sure you're okay.
Look good in
What
other
can I cover
ways.
this month that
Yeah.
you're all right?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So
Because if it's a gas
nice,
bill, that's like 80 quid. That could be dinner.
Yeah.
Let me just cover that
100%.
gas bill for you this month so you're good.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's so true. But I think because she's the eldest as well, and I think
So
that's
you-
definitely
yeah.
Has the
a lot.
eldest daughter mentality.
Yeah.
You're both eldest, aren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
She's
yeah.
definitely
You
a
just
thing,
feel
yeah.
like you can't do anything wrong.
can't
Like
lean
you
on
have to have
people.
everything under control. So she's trying to control things that can't be.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I also
Yeah.
think with the redundancy thing, because again, we don't know.
Yeah.
That could be a check that you could get that can help cover you until you get another job.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the options are more endless than what you think.
Yeah.
Like it feels like down bad. And I also think that she's just overthinking about this promotion that she was overlooked for and all the and you know like when you're down bad, yeah, when you really feel like shit, you start thinking of
Every
every
failure
single
that
thing
you've ever
that has fucked up in
done.
your life and it all just comes to the surface
That's
at
how
that one
in
moment.
primary school when I didn't get the role as
Yeah,
Mary.
exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
Yeah.
it's because of this.
Yeah.
Like,
And
you
I was
just
a
start-
lamp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just start talking unkindly to
Yeah.
yourself.
100%.
So yeah, I
And the
think
thing is, I get it, right? When you feel like you don't have other things in your life, for example, you said you're unmarried, you don't have children, whatever, and then you come like, but I've got a good career. So you've been able to focus on that career,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then suddenly that now feels shaky. You're like, sorry, so what the
No.
what do I have? Like everything
that's
feels
heavy.
shaky.
Yeah.
So I understand the panic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that happens. No, genuinely.
Trust me,
It's
I
real,
get
yeah.
I get the panic. But like just like give yourself a break. You are not a
Yeah.
failure.
Not at
You
all.
are seeing worst case scenario, quote unquote, having to go back. We're not even there yet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like we're not there yet. Yeah, the job market is bad, but why does that have to be bad for you?
Exactly. I really just think it's mad. There are people that are here already, born here, that haven't managed to build the life that you've built for
Ain't
yourself.
shit popped.
Ain't
Yeah.
nothing. You managed to do that all the way from another continent and
Yeah.
come here. You've
She's
built
a real
friendships.
popper. Yeah.
You've got an amazing career.
Yeah.
And you've come from another. Nah, that is incredible. Like
100%.
you need to focus on what you've actually done and,
And
not
also
what you
give your
haven't
time
done.
to get better.
Yeah,
Please
exactly.
don't,
Please, you're
don't
also
be adding
healing.
this to you
My
trying to get
God.
better. Yeah.
No,
You
you're
know it's going to
healing.
take you
You're
longer to
healing.
heal. So
Yeah, please,
take time.
recuperate.
I hear it, but I do hope with
Recuperate.
all, every single one of us here have had a moment that's like, oh, I failed, you know.
Yeah.
I flopped.
100%.
But yet here we are. This is a funny
Still
dilemma.
rising.
Okay, next dilemma.
Next dilemma.
Dear Tolly and Audrey, before I begin, I just want to add to the girl mentioned in one of the previous episodes, you ladies have done your job. You have raised us well. I'm 25 years old. I've been listening to the podcast from South Africa for as long as I can remember. You have genuinely raised a generation of young women, girl bosses across the world. I like to think I'm a pretty level-headed young woman. I finished a law school, pivoted into consultancy afterwards, and your podcast has been with me through every phase, transition, win, setback, and glow up. Deep that.
Amazing.
I absolutely love you both, and one of my biggest dreams is to meet you someday. I genuinely dreamt about it multiple times. Wishing you both success, happiness, and abundance to whatever comes next.
Amen.
Thank you,
babe.
Now onto my dilemma. I've been with my boyfriend for 10 years. We got together in high school, and honestly, he's amazing. He takes great care of me. We've grown up together, built each other up, and navigated all the inevident growing pains that come with being together for so long. Somehow, we've always made it through the other side stronger. He's truly my best friend. Recently, though, our sex life has taken a bit of a knock.
I knew it.
Something. There was always a big but.
It's usually great, but lately something has felt off. Being the level-headed girl I am, I decided to address it directly.
Yes.
I told him I'd noticed that we hadn't been intimate much and asked him whether there was something going on. For context, his libido has always dipped a bit during winter, since it's currently winter here, and naturally assumed that was the reason. Turns out it's not. He told me that he isn't a fan of my current hairstyle and that it just doesn't do it for him.
Men are so lame.
To make things worse, it's apparently not just the hairstyle. The hairstyle I had before this one also wasn't his favourite. which explains his dry spell that's been going on for a while. Now I'm conflicted. I can't help but take it personally. Naturally, I started probing because in my mind, I heard you're not attractive. But it genuinely explained that the current hairstyle makes me look younger and it's childlike. And the previous style simply wasn't his taste. I then asked him what hairstyle he does like. Ladies, the answer was installs and wigs. He says, I look more sophisticated in them. The only more natural hairstyle he mentioned liking was slip back and cane rolls. Now, I generally don't know how to feel. Like Tolly, I love experimenting with my hair. One of my favourite things about being a black woman is the versatility. I enjoy switching things up, trying new looks, and finding styles that incorporate my natural hair while still giving baddie. I've always been making a conscious effort to wear styles that incorporate my natural hair. This comes after reflecting the natural hair discourse that has been going on around social media. I can appreciate that not every hairstyle is going to be my absolutely best look, but I'm struggling with the idea that a hairstyle could impact his attraction to this extent, especially when we've been together for 10 years. To add another layer to this, he has never had an issue paying for my hair. In fact, after our conversation, he told me that although my current hairstyle is only a week old, he'd happily pay for me to get a new installation this weekend.
This weekend, he said ASAP.
He said, if you don't get that shit,
You don't remember that shit from your head right now? I'm going to lose it.
Them fucking combos. Okay. Do I stick to the hairstyle he likes because attraction matters in a relationship? Or do I keep experimenting with my hair because it's something that genuinely makes me happy? I don't mind sticking to what he likes, but how boring. Am I reading too much into this, or is this more bigger than just hair? I've attached both of my hairstyles along with some generic reference pictures in case you'd like to share them with the class. Please only share the generic ones. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts.
Yeah, I got to see it.
First two of me, current hairstyles, and the two is inspired. It's just funny because I've actually done one of these hairstyles, and it was this inspired that I took from it.
So that's the one she's got now?
No, yeah, that's what she's got now.
This is nice.
Yeah, but this is not her. This is inspo. So
that's a nice hairstyle.
So that's that, which I've actually done before.
What the hell is childlike about that?
Yes, and the other one is that Fulani side things. Basically, they're all braided styles. They're all braided natural women hairstyles. Yes. So this is the other hairstyle. This is not her, by the way. This is just the reference.
This is lovely.
Please.
Okay. So... your boyfriend is anti-black.
Yeah,
No.
right. Exactly. Let's start there.
There's a tinge of anti-blackness.
I was visualizing a certain type of
Let's
hairstyle.
start
There's a
there.
certain type of anti-blackness.
I had a
in
feeling
it.
it was going to be a natural hairstyle versus like a straight hairstyle. I just knew it. And I hoped it would be the other way around, but obviously not. He's gonna have to get with the program. I'm so sorry. Like, cause I feel like it's a precedent, and I mean, you guys have been together for a long time, so I don't want to undermine a 10-year relationship. That's a really long time. So obviously you're happy. I'm guessing he's generally a good guy for the most part, and like you've hit this bump in the road, which feels like shouldn't be made into such a big deal because ultimately it's just hair. Yeah. But I'm not convinced that is the reason he can't get up. I do not believe him. I think he's saying
No,
it
it's not
as
he can't get it up. He just doesn't want to have
he
sex
doesn't want to do it.
find
Yeah,
her attractive
exactly.
right
So
now.
I just think that he is just using that as a way to kind of like manipulate you into changing your hair kind of thing. Yeah, absolutely. Because it's never that deep. And obviously every man is different, yeah. But I don't believe these are people that have sex with animals and holes in walls. So all of a sudden, your standards are so high that you can't get with a cane row. I'm not buying that whatsoever. You need to stand on business. It's your head. What other concessions are you going to start making for him? If you crumble when it comes to this one, I think it's ridiculous. Like, you've already said that you change your hair all the time anyway. You're an experimental person.
So wait for the next
At
one.
best,
Just wait for
you
the
know,
next one.
just get over it until I switch it up until I'm ready to have an install. Obviously, sometimes you have wigs, you have like straighter hairstyles. If he wants to have sex, then my legs will be closed.
I think I'll just be irritated that he said that to me.
It's
I'll just
annoying,
be so
yeah. I'm annoyed.
Of course, I can understand that you prefer certain hairstyles on me. Of course you do. Of course you probably think, oh, this hair, like, and I've done hairstyles and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I know,
and you know what that means.
I know what you mean by that. I've heard, that's different. Yeah. I know what you mean by that. That's not your favourite, but guess what? I don't give a shit.
Exactly. Oh, well,
Yeah. It's on my head top. But to tell me that you don't want to have sex with me because you don't find me attractive right now because of my hair.
Yeah. It's giving one not gonna have sex for a really long time.
Exactly.
Because
We're
you're
just not gonna get
trying
it
to
in.
control me.
Because now that I have an install and then you're like, cool, let's go. I'm
No.
irritated, you know.
Exactly. That's ridiculous.
I'm irritated. But also, I am someone to be like, oh, do you like my hair?
Yeah.
That does
it
mean something to me. Like, I will send hairstyles and be like, I'll pick one.
Yeah.
Like, I do like the idea of that. I think it's cute. But why the fuck would you say to me? Why would you say, lie? Or you
And this
fuck,
is-
why would you
and this
say
is
that
the
to
thing.
me?
Yeah,
And that
it's
is
tough.
nice, but you're just not going to have that in your relationship.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and yeah, maybe if you're in the mood for a straighter hairstyle, you might want to just be like, oh, I'm getting this. Like, how do you feel about it? But I do not think you should succumb to this at all.
I'm not taking my hair out this weekend.
Oh, hell to the no.
Impossible.
Just to make a point, I might even keep it in the
I
next
might
few
even
days.
keep it in when it's expired. Just
Yeah.
to,
Just-
because
yeah.
are you joking?
I'm just not really buying it because when I think about it, there's guys that's ready to go with my old cane rolls.
Same.
Do you know what I mean? The cane rolls, they don't even look like cane rolls no more. It's
Exactly.
looking like it's a short cut. And
Literally.
he's still ready to go.
Right.
So
Exactly.
what we actually
Like there's not
about?
there's not a part inside.
Exactly. That's
on.
exactly my point.
So
Like,
what
I
we
feel like
trying
I'm
to
not
talk about?
buying that at
Yeah.
all. So again, she didn't say that he can't get it up because of the hair, but he is just willingly not having sex with me because you're trying to make a point.
I would
feel
be
like that's
so
quite
irritated
malicious.
that you said
Because
that to
especially
me.
if
Yeah.
she really is just trying to get down
Exactly.
as well. Like now you're just affecting my flow.
Right,
That
and
would
you're like,
irritate
no,
me
I don't like your hair.
so
That is,
much.
come on.
And because also it's not going to leave her head. Anytime she does her hair now, she's gonna think
think.
about it. It's not gonna leave her head.
don't
Yeah,
like
when you don't
that.
get
I don't like
compliments.
it.
Yeah, the more I think about it, I'm a bit
Look,
like...
I'm not even angry at him feeling it. Don't say that to me.
Yeah, keep it in your head.
Don't say you don't want to have sex with me because you don't like my hair right now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
rude.
Yeah.
Are you fucking my hair?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. That's so...
And it's my beauty's still not there. What are you on
Yeah,
about?
that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
what
the
are you
more I
talking
keep
about?
it,
My
the
face is
angrier
still
I'm getting.
there.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Because before it was funny. Like, when she first said it, I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of funny. But the more that I think about it, I'm a bit like... It's kind of what you said. Like, what else are you going to tell me to change?
Exactly.
So it's
Talking
because I'm
to.
horny, you're going to try and control me now. Oh, okay, I don't
Right.
like this. I don't like this top. I don't like this.
He's
I don't like how you
weaponizing sex
breathe.
because of your hair. It's crazy.
What? That's
Yeah. That would
crazy.
piss me off.
That would piss me off. That's very anti-black as well. The hairstyles
Very
are
much
not
so.
bad. Like, honestly, like, I'll be honest. Like, I
No,
thought,
there's pictures of her in it. If it didn't suit her, I'd be like, yeah, babe, take her out.
I thought it was like China bumps or something because I don't like that.
Yeah,
hair.
something that's a bit
I'm
more.
sorry.
like-
I thought it was a crazy hair.
Yeah,
There are certain
yeah.
hairstyles. I was like,
Okay,
why would you
yeah,
do
yeah.
that?
There's
If you
certain
decided
hairstyles
to get like a
personally-
shaved sides and some
Yeah.
spikes, then cool.
Look, I'm very aware that there's certain looks that it's like, yeah, my man's not. I'm not going to meet a man in this outfit I'm wearing today. I've got these fucking shoes on.
Yeah.
You know the man
Like
that
I
don't
said-
like jorts no more.
I said,
Yeah,
no,
they
I know,
don't.
and it's my favorite thing.
Yeah, that's why I
that
wore
thing
it.
made me so happy when the men like where like the sun's out, not a summer dress inside,
Yeah.
just jorts.
yeah.
Yes, you
That's
bitch.
funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is so
Because
funny.
look who's liberated and no
Yeah.
longer dressing for you. I
Yeah.
was cackling when I
No,
saw that.
that is
He said,
hilarious.
Not a sun dress inside,
Not a
just jorts
sundress
and
inside.
cargos.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so
And that
funny.
to me is beautiful.
Because look who was grown up and doesn't give a
Exactly.
shit if
Yeah.
you find us sexy
No, we're
anymore.
actually
You're
not
going to
dressing
take
for
what
the
you're
gays
giving. We're not
anymore.
talking for your gay. We're not dressing
We
for
don't
your
give a heck.
gays. We're not doing our hair for your gays anymore. I'm doing it because I want to. And that's the stance you have to take in this.
100%.
This hair is not changing until I feel like it's changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I feel like it's changing, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it won't be
exactly. You're
this
still
weekend.
going to pay when I'm ready.
And also, suddenly, I feel like having a Chrissy wig. I don't want a natural wig anymore. I want a Chrissy Bell's wig. I want a 3K wig is actually what I fancy.
Exactly.
You ugly
Most
bitch.
expensive on the
Yeah,
menu.
that's actually what I want.
So disrespectful. You're
Crazy.
holding off on penis because
Exactly.
of my hairstyle.
It's to
Are we
say
hearing
it,
what's
to-
going on
Bruh,
here?
close your eyes.
Yeah. he's
Say you want
ridiculous.
doggy.
No, real. Bear me over and let's go.
Bruh.
Let's continue.
Say you want
No,
to try
but you
something
see too
new.
much of the hair.
Will
You
you
have to do
cover my
missionary. You
hair?
have to do missionary.
Say you want to try something new and put a towel over my head. Like I said, how?
Exactly.
How dare you tell me
Heck,
because
yeah.
I hate
Losing
your
their
hair?
mind. No.
Do you know how petty that is to withhold sex?
You're
because you don't
withholding. Like,
yeah.
I don't like. You're withholding
And
sex.
you know he
don't
was
like
gagging
my
for her to
hairstyle.
ask it as well.
Like what?
The fact that he said this weekend.
No.
He said
Because
immediately.
what could have happened is that when I showed you your head of blood, it's not my favourite.
That's all.
You could have just said that. You couldn't. You didn't need
Unless
to punish
it really
me.
didn't suit her.
You didn't need to punish me with no sex.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
crazy.
And then when I asked you, wait, what's going on? And you're like, oh
Punishing
no, it's
someone
because
with
I
no
don't.
sex.
Or you just really hype up the other hair. Because I bet he's the type that doesn't even overly compliment when you
Yeah, so
have
how
to
would she
start.
even
So
know?
how am I even
Yeah.
going to know?
You have to. When I have the hair you like, you have to be like, oh, this hair suits you
Exactly.
badly. I'll pop it like, yeah, so that I know.
Psychologically, yeah, it might stick.
Wow.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, next and last.
Next and last.
Okay. It says, Dear Tolly and Audrey, Firstly, I want to start by saying how much I love the podcast. I'm gutted to hear that you will both be closing your chapter with the receipts, but I'm confident that many exciting prospects lie ahead for you both, and I wish you all the best. I'm a long-term listener, and this is my first time writing into the pod. I'd really appreciate your advice on something that's been bothering me for quite some time.
Let's go.
It's coming up to 2 years since I split up with my ex of 2.5 years, and I really struggled to find a connection since then. I joined the apps, but I feel like the constant swiping is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. There has been several instances where I've been chatting to someone, a date has been arranged, and then it comes to the day of the date, I am ghosted or find that the majority of people are only interested in hooking up, which is not really my thing. I thought dating would be a fun era. However, it leaves me feeling stressed and anxious. Therefore, I have decided to come off the apps altogether. I'm a bubbly, sociable, and good-looking girl, and I feel like I have a lot to offer. However, the constant rejection on these apps has left me feeling frustrated, like I'm not good enough. Most of my friends are in serious relationships, which makes me feel like I've missed my chance of finding someone. I know it sounds like I'm being dramatic, so I'm only 26, but my friends who are also single are on the same boat. We're all trying our best to put ourselves out there, but it seems like there is a shortage of good men right now. I know what I want, and I'm not willing to settle for the wrong person. However, I am beginning to wonder why it hasn't happened yet. I'm doing my best to keep my mind off finding my future husband by focusing on myself. However, my desire to find my person is so overwhelming that it's really getting me down. Your advice and wise words would be greatly appreciated. Kind regards, an expert overthinker.
Rita?
You're only 26.
I know, boy.
I just think, and you know what? I will start off by saying I absolutely understand. When I was 26, I felt the exact same way. At 26, every encounter I had, in the back of my head, I was thinking, is that my husband?
Yeah.
It is my husband? It is my husband? Is this my husband? And that in itself is super, super, super draining. And I just feel like now me being in my 30s, I just kind of feel like I feel sad when I think about that girl that was just gagging to just find someone and thinking that all of my best experiences and everything was going to come from this magical man that I was going to meet, that was going to come and save me. And I just feel like you are 26 years old. Please, please just live your life. And it's actually in living your life where you probably will meet someone. I'm not trying to say it's guaranteed because we actually just don't know when it's going to happen. But I think at least if you're living your life, you're going out, you're enjoying yourself, you're going to events, you're having fun with your friends, but you're not going to these events hoping that you're going to meet someone. You're actually just going because you want to have fun. I think in that time for living for yourself, if it's meant for you at the time, it's going to happen. But the fact that you're blaming yourself. Oh, well, I don't know why it's happening. Get off the apps.
There's too much pressure.
There's way too much pressure. And honestly, when it comes to the apps, you have to remember that honestly, the worst of the worst are on those apps. Do you know what I mean? Like, honestly, when I was on the apps, I'll be having a bad day and I'll go on the app and my day becomes worse. Because I'm like, wow, this is you think that you've got something to offer me. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel like as a 26-year-old, whatever will be, live your life, enjoy, like cultivate your friendships. And I know this travel. And honestly, at 26, this was the last thing I wanted to hear, by the way. When the older women were telling me this, I thought, listen, I'm not like you, baby. By the time I get to your age,
I'll be like, same to you,
don't be trying to plant your life on me. I ain't you, but honestly, legit, with hindsight, I promise you, 26 is... I'm not trying to little man you, but 26 is a baby in the grand scheme of it. Just enjoy. Go outside. And I know you don't like hooking up. I'm not going to encourage that, but I'm not going to discourage it either. But I will encourage you, just date. Just date. If he's your husband, he's your husband. If he's not, he's your not. You're going to learn along the way, I think that's the most important thing, personally. What do you guys think?
No, really, retweet.
Yeah, same. No notes.
Like, I really didn't want to try to be like, girl, like when she said I'm only 26, I just know. Well, so us that's 36, what should we now do? Should we now jump off the cliff? Like I said, like, also, when you was reading that, a big part of me, I thought, do men ever have this deep burning, someone give me advice? What am I? And the thing is, I get it. Everything in our lives, especially depending on how you were brought up, is like, to this big moment of when you meet your partner and you marry. It's like, that's the highlight. That's 100%. The peak of it. Yeah. As soon as you've done that, you have done it. Yeah. And I am not like looking down at your desire. I'm not I'm not telling you to not want it. I'm not calling you silly for wanting it. I'm not even calling you male-centered for wanting it. I think it is absolutely fair and normal that you want it. Like, as much as you want everything else in your life, you should want this thing too if you want it. But I don't know. I think there's nothing else to say but what you said. Like, there's no comfort in word, but like, get a fucking grip. Like,
yeah.
It becomes
I wish
that.
someone
And these are words I said to myself, so I get a fucking grip. Okay, you don't know. What now? Will you die?
Exactly, will you
What
die?
now?
Yeah.
No, but that's it,
You
though.
kill yourself because you
seriously.
shouldn't experience life. You shouldn't be happy.
Seriously.
So just be there waiting for to start your
One
life.
day.
You're using your single life. You're using, not even your single life. You're using
your
your life
life.
as a fucking waiting room.
Yeah.
You know, we only get one of this.
Yeah.
Like, we get one of this and you're just
100%.
using it to wait, coaching for that man.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
like,
Mind you, he's out
Get
here
a
living his
grip.
best life,
Yeah.
fucking around,
Creating
Do you know
stories.
what they're
Yes.
doing? Even at 26, they're still like burping in each other's faces.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
Literally.
Still
I'm
just
I'm not being
being
funny, but I don't
really
burp
childish.
often. And the other day, because I don't really drink fizzy drinks, right? I got a fizzy drink and I was burping. It's so much fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God,
yeah, it's so throwback, isn't it?
So fun. I really enjoyed doing it. I was like, this is so exhilarating.
Yeah,
burping.
it's very
I get why
freeing.
they do it.
Yeah, it's very freeing. No, I totally agree with you both. And I just feel like there is such a thing as being too intentional as well. Like, girl, I just got to just be in your 20s, like, it should be so fun. 100%. I really wish that I spent more of my 20s and even like my 30s, whatever, just having fun, enjoying my life and not being so hyper fixated on this thing. Like, it's really, honestly, it is not that deep.
It's not.
It really, really, really isn't. And I just think it is such a shame that you are sitting around letting the days go by, letting the months go by, instead of taking the bull by its horns. You're just hyper fixating. Also, you've just come out of a relationship, so it's not like you're incapable of getting.
Or that you've never been loved before.
Right.
Some people have actually never had a partner before. They don't know
Exactly.
any of
the
this
ones
stuff.
that, like, I get it why you might feel a bit more nervous if you've never had that lived experience, but you've actually had it. Like, to be single for 2 years, it's not a long time to be single. So, like, why are you even so fixated on trying to go back into like another serious thing? Like, girl, no, stop it. There's a creator on TikTok called The Punishable Woman, The Unpunishable Woman. I love her. She makes such good content.
She does.
And she's basically this, I don't know how, I think she's in her late 30s, but she's this black woman who is intentionally saying that she doesn't ever want to be married, she doesn't ever want to be in a serious relationship. And she really, like, speaks life into young women about what that means and what, like, being in a relationship can also mean, and the things that we're conditioned to believe about our value and the reasons. And she's very transparent about why she doesn't want it. She's just like, I don't want to be cooking and cleaning for someone. I don't want to come home and she's got her personal reasons, and of course it's going to vary, but she makes such strong arguments about why a lot of these things, sometimes it's not even really what we want. A lot of it is like conditioning, and she's someone that's really done the work to unpack it. She comes from a black family. She comes from a black matriarchal family. These things have been rammed down her throat since God knows when.
And Christian as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's where you
exactly.
think you're going to find your value. A lot of it is that, like, you feel like you don't have value until someone has picked you.
Exactly.
Which is crazy.
It's
Like,
insane.
even when I speak to like
It's
my
all
mum
misogyny.
or aunties who are like, oh, marriage or whatever, I'm just like, you lot are basically telling me that you're not going to rate me until a random man picks me. A man you don't know.
When you actually unpack it, it's
when you
wild.
unpack it, it's like,
embarrassing.
that's when you get the
I'm not a
biggest
woman.
congratulations.
Until a random.
Until
You
that
don't
moment,
rate
by the
me.
way.
You don't see me as a woman. You don't see me as a grown up until a random man you don't know picks me
Yeah.
and then deems me valuable.
Ooh, when you put it like
It's
that,
crazy. It's actually crazy. And again, I'm not telling you not to have this desire, but even
Yeah,
as someone
it's
who's,
valid.
I'm not 10 years older than you. And it's like, okay, you think it. Okay, so now what?
and that's it.
Because it hasn't happened, because now what?
No,
Like,
so
seriously.
now what?
And you don't know when it's gonna
hasn't
happen.
happened. Okay, so now what? So you should not be sad every day. So you should not enjoy your. Again, I'm not telling you to not want it. I'm not, because again, I was someone who I hated it when older people told me that. Oh, girl, I don't want it. I'm like, no, but
Imagine. And then we're telling me, oh, you're going on a solo holiday. I'm thinking,
I'm like,
solo?
I do like the, but I like
Why
the
would I-
men.
why would
They're
I
like,
want
you know,
that?
concentrate on your books and concentrate on your curriculum. Like, so I hear. I'm not trying to preach that to you.
Yeah. And you know what a good point is that someone said to me that made me really, really deep it was when they said to me, you don't know when it's going to happen, right? So let's say it happens in 2 years, in 3 years, whatever. But it's like all of that life you didn't live was something that was going to
Because you were
happen
using
Anyway, exactly.
your,
Do you know what I
mean?
your life as a waiting room.
And what are you doing about the now?
The
This
now.
is what's important. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is what...
Now
yeah.
everything, I hate it when I see it, and I see it in women, I've seen it in friends, everything that we do centers around, will there be men there?
Yeah.
Every event, oh yeah, maybe we'll meet someone. Like sometimes they're not even in the mood to go out, but they go, oh, let them go, because
Just in
maybe
case.
they'll
Have
meet
you seen,
someone.
there's even that trend that people do when they're like, all dressed up or whatever, and they're
Sleeping
like,
in yeah.
when you're in the mood to go out, but your future husband might be there.
I hate it though, but it is that thing at the back of your mind. Like genuinely, like, I mean, there was a girl who did a video about it and like, you know, they were shouting at her, but I did hear what she was trying to say.
She saying?
And she was saying that, oh, she feels that she has freedom now because she's married. Because before she was married, every single moment was, is my husband going to be there?
Yeah.
She said she'll be going to Asda and she'll think, I can't go rough. My husband might be there. I'm going to do this. My husband might be there.
are they cooking
And it's
her
like
for that?
people were cooking her, but in my head I was like, she deleted the video.
Oh,
but in my head I was like, no, but I actually hear it. Like if you've been
a lot of girls do
conditioned,
that.
if you were conditioned in a certain kind of way, you are like they say, oh, you find love when you least expect it. And I used to say, but how? Because I expect it every day. Every day, I'm thinking it could be this. I could be in a coffee shop and then the guy like taps me and says, oh, you dropped something. And I'm like, oh, is this it?
And especially if you're
Do you know what I mean?
romantic or you're
If you're
someone who thinks
romantic,
in that
it
way,
leads
you
your
have all of
life.
these things that, you know, your imagination goes wild. You think like, if you, again, I will never tell someone to not want it.
Yeah.
I just find it weird when you're just pausing your life and it overwhelms you.
Yeah.
You're going to have your
Making
moments here
yourself
or
sick and
there, of
depressed,
course.
yeah.
But this like overwhelming that like, I can't stop thinking about it. I can't live my life. All my friends have it. I don't have it. And I get it. People make it worse. You go online, everyone's like, oh yeah, my husband, yeah, because it could never be my husband. I understand that like, God, this is a fucking lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, okay, you don't, now what, should you now die?
No. That's a question. Really.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
seriously, it's
You
like, okay,
absolutely
all right,
not.
you don't
Okay,
have
you don't
it.
have it. So now what? Should you like, as in now what?
Yeah.
Should you now get flogged? Are you now punished? Is someone
Yeah.
gonna come and beat you? Is not your life
Yeah.
now, like it's like, oh, because I don't have this thing, my life has to be shit until it comes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It's that whole waiting period part. It's like, just live, please.
Live,
like,
please.
Just
please.
live.
Yeah.
Just
Even
live.
if you're gonna censor your living around men, live just so you can have a story to tell him.
Exactly. So you're
That's
talking
what I'm
about when you
saying.
Just so
bang
you can
him.
have experience to tell him.
Listen,
Fuck.
like, you know, and I know girls that they go on a date every single day. Like whether they like him, don't like him, they're just active, they're doing it, they're doing it. And you know, it's worked out, but it's like to not do anything and you're like just still, I don't know, man. It just makes me sad because I see myself in her.
Oh yeah. You can easy. It's so easy.
I
It's
was
easy.
there.
It
Yeah,
is
it's easy.
very,
Do you know
very
what I mean?
easy to
I
become
was
that
there.
person.
'Cause
My
it's not
whole
us,
20s was like
'cause-
that. You know?
Yeah, I feel like it is
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
thing that happens in your 20s.
Yeah.
Because of just the way we're conditioned.
Yeah.
That's why it would be so interesting to see what we would be like if we just didn't have these things pushed on us and rammed
And
down
then you
our
start
throat.
dating men you don't even like, but you're like, oh, you seem serious.
Yeah.
So then you start doing it. You're like, what am I doing? And I'm someone. It takes me. I don't like people. I don't like it takes me a while to really like someone, and then so it means it's gonna take me a while to get over them. Yeah, because I'm like, well.
Yeah. 100%.
And also,
like,
where
why did I do that?
are you even meeting these man?
Yeah.
Like, I
Shouldn't
don't
the
know,
apps
man.
die up, but
Yeah.
I just think, just come off the apps.
Yeah, come off the
Yeah,
apps
if I could
for
tell a
sure, I would
26-year-old,
say.
go outside,
Go
go live
outside.
your life, and go outside not with the intention, oh, I might meet my man.
Yeah.
Just to do things.
Just
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
and live. Just have
a hobby.
Yeah, again, and I'm saying this as someone who at 26 was probably exactly where you were at. Especially as someone I was convinced I was going to be a young mum. I was like, yeah, by 25 I was starting my kids. I've been married, whatever. I had all of that. And sometimes I look at God and I was like, boy, this is not how I planned it, boy. This is not how I saw it.
Bro, I spent my 30th year grieving the life I thought I was
That you
gonna
thought
have.
you was,
I honestly, guys, I could not believe that to the point that I never envisioned what my 30th birthday was going to look like because I was so sure that by then I would have a partner that would plan it for me. I've never been, genuinely, I've never been so shocked at the fact that when I hit 30, there was no man there. And I thought, how? Like, I would wake up genuinely and I'd be like, what?
Bruv, yeah.
I'd be walking, wait, what? I couldn't believe it. And I really had to just accept the fact that, sister,
Bruh.
there's no man here. There's no man that
no
you
one's coming to
even
save
like.
you,
There's no
hun.
man that even if you wanted to settle, that you wanted, like that settling spirit, despite that, wasn't even in me.
Because
To
when
be
people are like, oh,
let me
you can
just
go, you
settle.
can just sit with anyone. There was,
It wasn't even
there was a point
in
there was
me.
like, there wasn't even
I wasn't even
emotion.
desperate enough for that. I wasn't even desperate
come on.
enough.
Yeah,
No,
there was
please.
So I just
Sit
existed
with.
and I was like, bruh, like I'm really out here. Single. Not one man in this planet.
Yeah.
And people be like, there's billions of people in the world, and I said, and not one of them have found me.
Not a single one.
Wow.
And hey, I'm not saying when you're living that feeling goes away. No, every so often it'll be like,
Oh no, it will sneak in there.
But you have to not let that be the overwhelming majority of how you
Exactly.
feel.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That one cannot
Can't run.
Yeah, definitely not. And I
Yeah.
feel like seeing in it is making it worse.
and saying to you get a grip is also what I said to myself, like, get a fucking grip, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
to, like,
Yeah.
okay.
You're hot, you're lit, you're doing your thing. At the end of the day, when it happens, man. And when
Exactly.
it happens, you have stuff to talk about in your
Yeah,
life.
man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And also, like,
Absolutely.
being in 20, I've been around people who got married around that age and not together anymore. Now.
A
They've got,
lot
like,
of- a
as in
lot
the
of
amount of
people.
divorces around my age group shocks me because I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, sorry, we're children.
Yeah, that
and,
happens.
And also, I'm not even. Sometimes it really does age them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, very stressful relationships.
I see some people that were in my age group, and I look at them and I think, were we in the same class?
Well, that's why I
Like,
think
what's
I've got
happening?
age dysmorphia.
Yeah.
Because I will see people in my age group and I was like, there's no way you're a big mummy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've become.
Like, there is no
person.
way that you are now this, you are the aunties we hated. Like, there's no youth in you. When's the last time you jumped?
Sucked
Just
out
to
of you.
jump
The
up.
youth has gone.
Yeah, there is
The
no
youth
youth
has
in you. There is no joy in your
No
eyes
glow.
anymore. You've just let man depress you. You've let the lack of having a man depress you.
Yeah.
But do you know what is worse than being single? Ending up with a man you are not supposed to be
Bruh.
with.
Yeah, no, that's
That
hell.
is the worst, and that's literally my worst nightmare. And it's
Even
not the
if
big
you-
things.
Yeah, even if you don't end up with the man you're meant to be with, I think there is something really bad about, even if you're still single, but just spending all of your days being like, why is this thing that happened to me? Like, just wasting away angry.
That's
that
a waste
you-
of life.
Like, there have been people who have like hung around with her and man, I'm like, I need to go home because all it is that, because I just really want to meet someone at the moment. And that's all that we are talking about. And I'm
boring.
like, this is
Yeah.
exhausting.
Yeah, it's draining.
And then you see the women who do eventually get it, and then you can see that, oh, like, your life's goal is complete now. You don't give a shit about anything else.
Yeah,
You've done it now.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's all that matters. But
Yeah.
girl, get a grip.
Yeah.
And as I'm saying this to you, I'm saying it to everyone else that's in that situation. I'm saying it to myself. Get a grip.
100%. 100%.
You
You'll
ain't
be
gonna
all right.
die. And listen to the unpunishable woman. You won't even want to be in a relationship anymore.
I know
I've
she's
never heard of her.
intense.
She's amazing.
Really
yeah.
American?
She's she's
No, she's
British.
British.
Oh, really?
She don't give a heck.
She
We
don't
should get
care.
her on.
She's so
Yeah.
absolutely we should.
Oh
get
my
her
God, can we get her on? That'd be
Yeah.
so
We should
cool.
absolutely
She
get her on.
don't
She's
give a
so
heck.
clever.
Yeah.
She's so clever. Like her takes, like she talks about. Anyway, we'll get her on and we'll talk.
Yeah,
to her.
because I don't know any deep psychological feelings behind it.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean, I
she's
just think
really
like, oh, it's
clever.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
I don't
has
have
a
any clever
real-
backing. I just
she's
think, oh, it's
really
long to
clever.
think like that.
No. She's
really clever. Yeah.
I love that. I love a strict
Yeah.
woman.
She's got a podcast as well.
Was that the last one?
Yeah, I think so.
That's it.
That's all, folks.
Oh,
Is it
Rita.
over?
Yeah, I've been having such a good time. Such a good time. We've talked about 2 hours.
I know. We've been here for a
Wait,
minute.
how long have we been
What?
talking for? 2.5
2 and a half. Oh my God.
Yeah,
What is the
that's-
longest episode we've ever
That's
done?
been
I feel like
I
3
don't know.
hours or
There's been a
something.
3-hour one before. Yeah, there was a
Maybe
time it was a
Steve-
3 hours.
Wow.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, like Jordan.
Jordan Stevens has probably been here
Every
for
time
about
Jordan
3
comes on,
hours. We
yeah.
talk for hours and hours.
And they love it, boy. They're like,
Where can they find you, Rita, if they don't know you, if you were ready?
Guys, if you don't know me, you can find me on Ms. Rita B. So it's MSRITAB. And if you have no interest in me at all, then check out my podcast. It's Vacant Adulthood Podcast. It's on YouTube and all the podcast streaming platforms. Thank you.
Audrey's been on it, but
I've
Rita's yet
been
to
on it.
invite me.
No. Tolly was meant to be on it as well. But then, you had to reschedule. So she's obviously going to be on it very soon.
Yeah.
And Audrey was on it.
Yes.
It was
I was
absolutely
indeed.
fabulous. It was so much fun. So yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Receipts Podcast.
Thank you guys.
It's been
You
such a
really
joy
did.
having
Great
you,
chat.
babe.
Oh my,
I
this is
love
like
a
a
good
dream.
girly chat. I
Like,
love a good
honestly.
girly
I love a
chat.
good girly chat.
I love
This
a
feels
good
like the kind of
honestly.
chat we'd have like over like a dinner or something.
Yeah,
definitely.
no,
Really
honestly,
nice.
I'm like,
You were
yeah.
brilliant. Thank
When
you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
guys.
much for being on.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for listening. I've been your girl, Tolly T.
Just call me Audrey.
And
Ms. Rita B.